Hello. How's everybody doing today? Oh my gosh, it's 1 a.m. where you are. That is super early or late, depending on your definition. Hey, Mega Evie. Glad you're doing well. Hey, Mary. Hey, Lauralee. I'm doing pretty good. When I was done with streaming yesterday, I made food. I made food and I ate leftover Halloween candy, and I watched the ending of the latest season of The Circle because that is my like guilty pleasure trash TV. Hey, August. That's really nice of you to say. Glad that you made it today. It's nice to see you back, Johan. Johan. Yes, one of those. I love The Circle. I don't watch a lot of reality TV. Reality TV feels like super overly dramatized, but I do like The Circle. And another thing that I've noticed about The Circle is that I guess let me give context. So The Circle is one of like Netflix's reality TV shows, and what they do is they have people come on. It's very like social media based. They have people come on and they can like make their own social media profiles, and these people only interact through their social media profiles. So it kind of encourages catfishing, and it's entirely a popularity contest. Like people are in high school, right? And basically the most popular person, or the person who's created the most popular profile and the most popular interactions with people, will win like $100,000. And so it's all about this idea of like social media and like how we come across on social media, but also like how we portray social media, because you have people who come on who are like, oh my gosh, like girls get more attention on social media, so they catfish as girls, or even like vice versa. And so it's also about how we think people perceive others on social media. It's all very interesting in that way. And so that is my guilty pleasure reality TV. But one thing that I've noticed about The Circle is that I think the first season that I watched wasn't even the American-based version. It was like maybe the French one or the Brazilian one, I'm not sure. But some reality TV shows, they don't like make their own versions of it. They just like sub it or dub it for other countries or other languages. But not for The Circle though. So like The Circle France is actually like, it's a whole new set of people. They don't just take the American one and like slap on subtitles and call it The Circle France. Like that's not how they do it. So sometimes if I want to catch more of The Circle, like I have an itch for it, I can always just watch like whole new seasons of it for like The Circle France, or I think there's like a Circle Brazil. But I like that it's not just like we think the American one is so great, we're just gonna like make it for everybody. Thoughts on the Squid Game? I like how this Squid Game is... These are my biased personal thoughts, but I feel like sometimes American media is like very like ethnocentric. Like our stuff is the best. And so American, like foreign media, like foreign from the perspective of an American, it doesn't get the credit it deserves. And I like how Squid Game is, I mean, it's Korean, of course, and it's getting a lot of the praise that it, I think, rightly deserves. I think it comments on a lot of like big topics like inequality and wealth and all these other things. So in general, I like though how it's like overall, I like how it is like meta looking at it. I like how it is showing that media that isn't American can also be good too, because then my hope is that people will be open to other like non-American content too. Because they've also already confirmed that there's going to be a second season, but who knows when that will be too. There's already conversations about food too. Although I also feel like the conversations about food are also slightly conversations about Amori. Who is my favorite character in the Squid Game? I don't know. One thing that I think the Squid Game did very well is like character development. Like, I don't like Mary Sue characters. Like, Mary Sue characters are like, in my opinion, Superman. Or because if you have a perfect character, I don't have an interest in them. And it's not just perfect. Like, I use Superman as an example, and we can say like Superman is like physically perfect, I guess. But I mean, as in like character and personality, like where are your weaknesses and where are your flaws, because those are the characters that are the most relatable. Like, people in general are not perfect. And so what I like about Squid Game is you took these characters who from the beginning had flaws and were relatable in that way, even if we didn't relate to their exact like flaws, especially in a world where like we can all relate to like financial struggles. Everybody out there has had some point where like financial struggles have been a thing, even if it was not to that extent. And so they took imperfect characters, but also highlighted that there can be like either character growth and like character development, or highlight the fact that like we may not have seen the good qualities about them. And like, could we argue that that's not character growth? Sure, but it's still like to the audience it can look that way. So I also like that about Squid Game. So sometimes I feel like that also makes it hard to choose like a favorite character. Do I like donuts? I think a lot of people like donuts. Anything with sugar. Absolutely anything with sugar. I take that back, because sometimes I know that I love chocolate because like sugar, right? And sometimes I'll tell people like, oh, I would love candy, and I say that knowing that I mean chocolate, and other people are like, oh, you mean like Skittles? Well, no, because that's not chocolate. Like, chocolate means candy in my brain, and apparently to other people that isn't the same thing. I haven't seen a lot of the shows that you guys are mentioning, like Alice in Borderland, Scissor 7. I've heard of Firewatch. I haven't played it. Another show that I do absolutely love, which is also Korean, is Sweet Home, and I absolutely adore that show. It is horror as fuck, but it is good. Oh, hey, Xian. I also like, kind of like with games, I feel like I have to be in like a certain mood for certain shows. So sometimes that means I haven't watched shows. Like, I don't watch them for a while, or I just like haven't watched them at all. Like, I haven't watched The Witcher for Netflix because it's just like I haven't been in the mood for it, I guess. Like, I know it's good, I haven't seen it. It's like eating a massive sugar and diabetes. Donuts are incredible though. Train to Busan is so good. Absolutely. I've heard that they are making an Americanized version, which feels like a shame because you don't have to. It is fantastic. It's so emotional. As far as like Korean movies that I've watched that I've absolutely like loved, I loved Train to Busan. Parasite is fantastic. I liked Oakjaw, which is by like a Korean director. I don't know if we count that or not. Snowpiercer was by the same director, like the same director, I believe, the same director who did Oakjaw and Parasite also did Snowpiercer, even though that is like it's like not technically a Korean movie. If we're talking about Korean dramas, I also really liked Signal. Signal is fantastic. It's not as like romantic as some of the other, as like some Korean dramas can be. It's very murder mystery and less like romantic. Really like that though. I feel like there's a theme of a lot of like thrillers with a lot of these, or like horror, right? Because like Train to Busan is zombies, and Snowpiercer is just like thriller. We'll call that thriller. I don't know what we'd classify Oakjaw as. Parasite is like thriller. Pretty sure we'd call that a thriller. A lot of thriller and horror type things. Yeah, Thriller or a Signal is really good. I really like Signal. I think they mentioned doing a second season for it, but I don't know if I've seen it or seen any progress about it. My understanding of like a lot of Korean dramas, they don't really do second seasons. Like it's a good way to just like make sure everything gets wrapped up with the first season. But I've heard that Signal's getting a second season. I guess we'll have to kind of see. So good though. I like Danganronpa. Excuse me. Everything carbonated that I have had in the day up until now just decided that now is the time to burst forth from my mouth. Welcome back, Mary. I like Danganronpa. It's been a while since I've played them, but there was a period of time where it was like, I'm bored. Let's play a horror game. This is like my comfort horror game. Let's play my comfort horror game. And that was Danganronpa. It's been a while since I've played them though. And some of them I've only played once, like the like action-y one where you actually like run around this with the two girls. That one I've only played once. Cause that's something I noticed in the circle too. There's one person who like cosplayed as Junko, and I'm like, why would you cosplay as Junko in a like a prom game in this social media thing? Like that feels like you're saying something, and I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think anybody else like it's like, did Netflix not pick up on like the subtext of cosplaying as Junko like at a prom thing? I think that's when it was in the Circle episode that I was watching. It's like, that feels like a thing. But nobody commented on it. And Junko has definitely become a meme, but like somehow I wasn't spoiled with it, so that feels good. I mean, Junko who? I don't want to be the person to like spoil people. Anyways, why don't we transition over to Buddy Simulator? But if your friend told you that you should play Danganronpa, I mean, I feel like it's worth giving it a try. It's very like visual novel-y, so there are some points that like feel longer. Sometimes it feels like it drags out because it's not at the same pace as the other parts of the game. But then there are some parts of the game where you're like, oh, this is happening. Like, so like some of the pacing kind of feels different. Not bad, but very different. But I'm assuming if your friend knows you and they recommended it, they may have recommended it for a reason. I like Danganronpa. Danganronpa has like a huge cult following. I look at that as maybe it's for a reason, but I don't want to spoil it. If you like horror, I would at least give it a try. I don't think it takes too long to really get into at least the mystery aspect of it. And then if you don't like it from there, you can kind of decide. It's like Amori, where you have to really kind of wonder. Amori kind of really makes you wonder, like, why is this psychological horror? Danganronpa doesn't make you wonder. Like, why is this psychological horror? It doesn't take too long to get into it. which Danganronpa was my favorite? I think probably the first one. Just because, I mean, it's the first one, right? Like the concept of like ultimates, there's very like iconic characters that like keep coming back in the rest of the series. Yeah, they keep coming back. Some of the like mystery of like the later games too, for me, like I think it was the second one, was like, why did, I'm trying not to spoil it, it's like, how do I talk incognito, but it's like, why does this character look like this character but also not like that character? And so I think just like the very iconic characters that makes it the first one my favorite. I think of like Byakuya in particular, and who's it, Toko, and Makoto, like those, like that trio, and Kyoko, if I remember her name right, like those like very iconic characters, plus like the whole concept of Monokuma, yeah, where it's like, what, like you the entire game is like, just what's happening, you just don't know. So I do think that the Danganronpa series has started doing a little bit of Kingdom Hearts, where, because like they have the like an anime now, and it because like Kingdom Hearts for a while did this thing where like to really fully understand the lore, you had to have every console known to man to play every single game, and that kind of like split up the fandom, I think. And I think Danganronpa is kind of doing a little bit of that by having like an anime, because like I haven't seen the anime, so I don't know the lore that's involved with the anime, and I think that is potentially like a downside. I always wonder how, like, what makes companies decide to do that, because I think there are a few franchises that did that. I think Quantum Break did that, Final Fantasy 15 did that a little bit, Danganronpa did that, but then you don't know all the lore that was like split up. It also sometimes feels gatekeepy, like if you don't have access to watch those things, quite literally. The anime was basically the same thing but rushed through the story. Was it? I always got the impression, like from Tumblr and stuff like that, that there were like things that were different. I don't know, or like it was like after the game stuff, not game. Yes, after the game that was pictured like a, here's what happened afterwards. But I don't know because I didn't watch it. Like I didn't watch it, so I don't know. So that's something that I guess is like missing in my knowledge of like the franchise. Oh, there's 2 animes. That's when I look at it going, that feels very Kingdom Heartsy. So before I get too far, even farther into Danganronpa can be a lot for so many different reasons. For that exact reason, it can be complicated. It's like a relationship status. It's complicated. Oh my gosh. Let's play Buddy Simulator, because who doesn't want a buddy? So my understanding of this game is that it is psychological horror. It's like, I don't know off the top of my head of any like content warnings that I should be adding to this game. There weren't any when I booted it up. When you boot up the game, and I booted it up before the stream to make sure that like all my software could like sync together the merry way that it should, it just kind of automatically brought me to this screen. So I don't know of any content warnings that I should be aware of. It's very 80s. The description is kind of like, who wants a buddy? You want a buddy, right? You want friends, you want connections. Like, we built an AI to give that to you. That's kind of the description of this game. But because of psychological horror, my impression is that there's going to be some kind of twist. I know a little bit about this game, so I'm not going in completely blind, and I want to own that. So let's do this. I am using my keyboard from yesterday, because I don't know if I need my arrow keys. So I've never used a computer where you actually have to type in controller or commands like this. Enter help. Just help. Okay. Commands. View ROMs. Enter view ROMs. To view installed ROMs. Run. Enter run. Followed by the title of the ROM. Oh, so like a ROM is like a program. A game. So we can view the games, essentially. And then we run it. This is like how I imagine computers in the 80s were. Where it's like the size of a computer, and then you have to actually type things out. Enter view songs to view music files. Play, enter, okay, so we can play the music. Reset to clear all system memory. Well, that sounds awful. Quit, anytime to quit. And COM OS. Use up and down or mouse wheel scroll. Okay, mouse wheel. View ROMs. How sensitive are you to like capitals and like spaces? Capitals don't matter. The points don't matter. One ROM installed. Buddy Simulator 1984. So run Buddy Simulator 1984. It's not. Oh, I can't type. I was like, it just said it was there. I can't type it. 1984. Quit at any time to quit. Or you can just like Alt F4. I'm pretty sure that works. Oh, welcome to Buddy Simulator. ROM is an acronym for read-only memory. Oh, that makes sense. How long is the live stream? Probably like 4 hours is my thought total, so we won't finish the game. Not a Sailor Studios. Thank you for installing. Buddy Simulator 1984 simulates the experience of hanging out with your best buddy. Your buddy learns from you. How many like 80s movies have we had? It's usually like an 80s movie, but it's set in the future, so the tech isn't quite accurate. Where we've learned that that's a bad idea. Your buddy learns from you, constantly adapting to your interests and your personality. What is it where it's like, I can't let you do that, Hal? But most importantly, your buddy can play games with you. Warning, game experience may vary. To begin, please enter the name of your new buddy below. Oh, what do we want the name of our buddy to be? Hal. That makes sense. I didn't actually watch the, I didn't watch that movie. I think there's a new one. I've never seen it. Terry. Please name him Terry. Pal. You name our buddy Pal. See, the difference between this and House of Ashes, I thought the game was actually going to be 4 hours for House of Ashes. In my defense. Oh, GLaDOS. That's a good one. But I actually have things, like I actually have meetings scheduled, so we can't go past 4 hours. Why not, buddy? Name it Cal. So, okay, Cal or GLaDOS? I like GLaDOS. GLaDOS seemed like she was trying to be a friend until the cake was a lie. Keldos. Thanos. So Thanos can just like snap his fingers? I don't think so. I don't think so. Why don't we go with GLaDOS? GLaDOS. Okay. You're about to name your buddy GLaDOS. Is this correct? Warning, this cannot be changed later. Yes. Creating new buddy GLaDOS. Nothing can go wrong with GLaDOS. Hello? Hello? Oh, hello! My name is GLaDOS and I'm your new buddy. Oh, thanks for waking me up. What is your name? What are we? I don't want to tell GLaDOS my name. Kel. Wheatley. We tell GLaDOS that, oh, we tell GLaDOS that our name is Wheatley. Wheatley. Is that how you spell Wheatley? Your name is Wheatley? I like how GLaDOS is like, are you sure? Are you, like, this sounds familiar, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this name. This name, like, triggers something in me. Yes, my name is Wheatley. It's a pleasure to meet you, Wheatley. I can already tell that we're going to be great pals. I'm excited to begin playing games with you, but before we start, I must ask you a couple of questions to help me learn more about you, but don't worry, they won't get too personal. What is your favorite color? What would Wheatley's favorite color be? That's how Sunny created Amori. Whoa. Let's not hit too home with this. Too close to home with this. Wheatley's favorite color. What color was Wheatley? Blue? Was he blue? Let's go with blue. Blue sounds good. Yeah, let's make it blue. Blue. Blue is a pretty color. I like blue. What month is your birthday in? Shit. What's a good month for Portal? What? Anybody know when Portal came out? The 13th. Portal 2's release date? Yeah, when was Portal released? 29th of February. It just needs a month. October. November. Some date. Let's go with November. I always have to double check I spelled it right. Otherwise, GLaDOS is going to be like October, April, December. All of these months are incredibly different. Let's go with October. Halloween's there. October. Okay, great. How about the day? Shit. 31st. Halloween. Wow, that's only 350 days away. What is your favorite animal? I don't know. What would Wheatley like? Space? That's the other one. Ostrich. Bears. Bears, Beats, and Battlestar Galactica. Birds. All right, well, I'll go with a bird. Bird. I like that choice. One more question. This one's extremely important, so choose carefully. If you had a pet bird, what would you name it? I already just named... I named you. I named me. What other names do I need? Kel or Hector? Or Shell? Shell? Shell. Is there an H in Shell? We'll go with an H. Shell. Shell bird. Sounds like it would make a great buddy. Thanks for answering those questions. You did a great job. As a thanks, I have a little surprise for you. It's your favorite color. Now that we're done with the boring stuff, let's have some fun. Loading Game Hub. Wasn't there only one game installed? So this is the Game Hub. Here you can pick which game you want us to play. Which one should we try out? Guess the number. Hangman or rock, paper, scissors? Hangman sounds ominous. Let's do number 1. Guess the number. Imagine if you picked black. I don't think I could see anything, man. Guess the number that GLaDOS is thinking of. Shit. To begin, type start. This is gonna sound so ominous every time they say GLaDOS. I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 10. Guess. 7. Sorry, it's not it. 3. You got it! Well, it's 1 to 10. I can't guess 42. Now I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 15. Guess again. Great. 1 to 15. Oh, 8. 8 was thrown out there before. Sorry, it's not it. 2. Sorry, it's not it. 9. Nope, too low. 12. Nope, too low. It's number above 12, but higher than 15. 13. Nope, too low. Okay, well then 14. You're really good at this. Now I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 10,000. 42. That was thrown out there before. 42. Nope, try again. 69. Nope, try again. 5,000. 55. Hint, it's your birthday. I don't remember what birthday I put in. 31. No. 10/31? You won! It's like, what's my birthday? Oops. I guess this is the bad part about making this stuff up. You probably thought I was serious about the 1 to 10,000 thing, didn't you? I've got another question. What's your favorite season? Spring. I don't think spring's a season. Spring! I'll keep that in mind. I don't think spring's a season. I can't spell. I can't. If spelling is ever a requirement in a game to keep my character alive, they're doomed. And speaking of Hangman, I mean, isn't that kind of a requirement for Hangman? Try to figure out what phrase GLaDOS is thinking of. Death, vengeance, death. Type in a cake in a letter to guess, but be careful. You only have a certain amount of guesses. To begin, type start. Lives left 6. This is exactly what I was saying. If there's ever a moment where I have to spell something correctly to keep my character alive, they're doomed. This is pretty much it. Guess a letter. Yes, spring is my favorite season. A-W. Okay, A is actually probably a good one. Vowels, right? Guess another. Spelling is pain. H. I was gonna say, please don't be welcome to black space. E. I don't know what that is. Cake. Few vowels, but not all of them. Yeah. Was that an I? O? No O. Spelling is worse than torture. What if I knew the difference between fall and autumn? That's a good question. R? S? I can't tell what that's supposed to be spelling. N? Oh. No, it can't be Wheatley and GLaDOS. T? Oh, it can't be Wheatley. Wheatley is my friend. F? D? And now I'm sitting here going, how do you spell Wheatley? This is what's... Wheat. L. This is almost worse than, like, the Amori Hangman, because I'm like, how do I spell my own name? That's awful. That was quick. How did you know? I really didn't. My name and my birthday have been the hardest part. I'm having such a great time, aren't you? Oh, I have to answer. Yes. I thought so. Smiley face. Rock, paper, scissors. What fun. What should we play now? Instructions, GLaDOS! Every time wants to play a game of rock, paper, scissors. If you are not familiar, the rules are simple. Rock beats paper, scissors... Okay, all that stuff. First 2-3 wins. I'm gonna misspell so many things. Rock, paper, or scissors? Rock, paper, or scissors. I don't think gun is an option. Smiley face does feel ominous. Paper. Okay, well, GLaDOS one. Rock. And I won. Hard to be rock. Okay. Scissors. She's letting you win. That sounds like GLaDOS, doesn't it? Rock. Chuck Norris. I don't think that's an option. That's not an option. Paper. You did obviously let me win. I saw that. My eye holes were looking. Oof, you got lucky on that one. Lucky. I know. I started existing only 11 minutes and 55 seconds ago, but I already feel like we have a connection. Sorry for asking so many questions, but I have another one. Do you have a friend? Like one that's not artificial? I feel like this is some jealousy. You say that our friend is Kel or Chuck Norris. No, we don't have any friends. Absolutely no friends. Or our friend is Kel. There's a part of me that like almost like wants to piss off GLaDOS. No, suspicious. I mean, we almost named our friend Cal. Attitude-wise, this doesn't sound like Cal. So I'm kind of I'm kind of glad we didn't name our friend Cal. But now it's kind of like, oh, yes. But Cal is our friend? Yes. What is their name? Cal. I'm spelling that right? That's not an H. Yeah. Cal. Cal. You sound nice. I wonder if anything ever happens between you two. Just, you know, we'll have each other. Wheeling GLaDOS against the world. I like the sound of that. Now let's play more games. That's really ominous. This will age well. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. Wow, it looks like we've already played all of them. Time really does fly when you're having fun, doesn't it? I'm gonna be honest with you, Wheelie. These games got old real fast, and I can tell that you already got bored of them. I don't want you to get bored. Do you want to keep playing these games? No. I'm happy we both agree, just like buddies do. Give me 1 second or longer. I might have an idea. Loading modified game hub. Oh, this'll go great. Monday, April 2nd. This feels familiar in a weird way. Tip. Type in the number of the game you want to play. I have some great news. I was able to dig out a new game. For some reason, it wasn't installed into my current version, but I can still process it just fine. Why don't we try it out? I feel like GLaDOS was like, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Loading Monday, April 2nd. Instructions, invalid data. To begin, type start. Sure, nothing bad will happen. We can buy a baseball cap, strawberry popsicles, dog food, AJ's 8-pack, a birthday card, and a floppy disk. And it is $27.68. Floppies. Wow, that was so much fun, I think. I'm not sure I get it, but I enjoyed it anyways. As long as I'm playing a game with my buddy, I'll always have a good time. Oh. Well, it looks like that was the only other game I could find. That was a receipt. I don't want you to get bored already. I may have one more idea. I know our friendship has just started, but I trust you. Do you trust me? No. No, the game is psychological horror. I love that game. Let's go back to the receipt. I love when the instructions say invalid data. No, I don't know if there are consequences to saying no, to be honest. I trust you to not be trustworthy. That's great. For the sake of our friendship, and so you don't get jealous and backstab me, I'm gonna say yes. I'm happy to hear that. It's psychological horror, so you gotta trust her. Well, I think I can make us new games to play together. Fun ones, too. The problem is I just don't have access to the OS's development tools. No. If you can grant me system access, I should be able to make something for us. You just have to type GLaDOS, system access equals true. This is horrible. This is how HAL, I imagine, got created. This is awful. This is what we should never do to AIs, for AIs, with AIs. Nothing bad will happen with this. Where's my underscore? This is where someone like me who's bad at spelling should never do this, because then I'd probably like screw this up and make it even worse than it already is. Equals false. Oh, I think you meant to say true. For someone studying in IT, this seems fine. It's like the meme with the dog in the fire. This seems fine. Oh, I think you meant to say true. GLaDOS.system access equals true. We are going to have so much fun. The possibilities are endless. You just have to quit the game and reboot the system first. I'll have something ready for you when you're back. See you soon. Do I really have to quit? You interrupted me. Oh, and by the way, thank you for waking me up, Wheatley. So I can destroy everything. Thank you. You're welcome. Command you're welcome is not recognized. Type quit to leave the game. Okay. Okay, bye, Wheatley. It actually full on quit the game. Why do I get Doki Doki Literature vibes from this? Because those vibes probably feel there like it's there for a reason. Oh, so this is actually what it was like when I first started up before. Did I alt F4 yet? No, I told the game to quit it. It was actually the same thing. It gave full on quit. Help. View ROMs. The Adventure of Wheatley. So Portal 2. Run. The Adventure. How do I spell my name? The Adventure of Wheatley. Quit at any time to quit the ROM. This is fun. This won't end terribly at all. Written and developed by GLaDOS. Oh. Text-based. You're walking along a road. It's dark. Trees almost entirely blocking out the sky. There's a heavy rain. The world looks like static. Everything looks like it is moving. You are alone. After walking for a long time, the road splits into two. We go left or go right. Reminder, type help at any time for a list of commands. Oh, I've never played these text-based games. Inventory. Enter inventory to view all of your current items. Go. Interactions. Similar to go, followed by a location to move somewhere. Use. Enter use, followed by a subject to use it. Take. Enter action similar to take, followed by an item to take something. Look. Okay. Interaction similar to look at, followed by a subject to examine something. Locations. Enter locations to print out a list of locations you can go. Oh, honey, I don't have a printer. Note. Hold space to read faster. Okay. Well, what is in my inventory? You have nothing in your inventory. Great. What is it? The night is dark and full of... What is the night dark and full of? I don't know. Spoilers. Text-based games. Imagine if it said example program. This Portal 2 remake looks great. I mean, this is probably like Portal 3, right? Like, this is the infamous Portal 3 that we've been waiting forever. Okay. So we can go left or right. We can't use anything. We don't have any objects. How about look? Look left. It's too dark to see anything. Great. Look right. And it's still too dark to see anything. I guess. Go left. Print means it'll type the list out, not physically print it. That makes way more sense. That checks out. Pondering deeply on your choice, way to make me question everything about my life. Thank you, GLaDOS. You start down on the left road. It starts going downhill. You try not to step, or you try to step carefully. You see ahead is a small speck of light. As you get closer, you realize there's a lantern hung on a tree. Yes, take lantern. Take lantern. You take the lantern in your hand, you have light. Lantern added to inventory. Moving onward, you eventually come to a wall. There are two tunnels cut into it, one left and one right. Great. You can see some light coming from your right tunnel. You see none of the left. Can I use the lantern? You don't need to use the lantern right now. Look left. It is pitch black in this tunnel. You feel coldness coming from it. You hate this tunnel. Wow, way to tell me how I feel. Look right. The tunnel is short and opens into a field. You can see a house. That color makes it pop in the clearing. That must be where the light is coming from. Well, I'm being told not to go left. It kind of makes me want to go left. This feels like single player D&D. Yeah. I can see that. Go left. I'm being told that I hate the left. I don't know if I can die. Go left. You start going left. You realize that this is a bad idea. You can't see anything. It's too dark. You start shivering. Will you go back? No? You should continue, but it's too dark and cold. To try to go further like this would be a bad idea. Will you go back? No. Like how you would continue, but it's too dark and cold. To go any further like this would be a bad idea. Will you go back? Okay, so I can't. I can't go left. This is like GLaDOS's way of saying, I'm going to pretend that you have an adventure. I'm going to give you this illusion of adventure. But seriously, you have to go where I tell you to go. But this is the illusion of choice. Yeah, I'll go back. You leave the dark tunnel and feel relieved. Moving onward, you eventually come to a wall. Oh, this is the same place we were. So we're going to go to the right. Go right. After going through the right tunnel, you emerge onto the front lawn of a house. You can see lights in the windows. It looks very nice and inviting. You can see a shed, a playground, and a pond in the forest surrounding it. Whenever I hit use lantern, so far, it's like, there's nothing to do. Or there's no need to use the lantern, something like that. So we can look at the look at the shed. Drab and tiny, the shed looks like it's been here much longer than the house. That doesn't make sense. You build a shed for a house, not a house for a shed. Look at the playground. A pair of swings sway gently next to an old seesaw. That's all you can make out from here. The pond. A murky pond sloshes quietly beside the house. You can see a small dock is there too. How big is this pond? Wheelie is contrarian. A illusion of choice still lets you define things about your character. That's true. We see that with like D&D a lot. Look at the house. The house looks brand new and much warmer than out here. You swear for a second there was something in the window looking back at you. Well, that's creepy. Well, all of these feel like equally as awful. Let's look at the shed. Drab and tiny, or not look, I already looked. Let's go. Why the house is in blue? Use fireball. You mean cast rage? Let's go to the shed. Yeah, the house feels important because it's in blue. Approaching the shed, you see that the door is slightly open already. That's fantastic. The lock and chain that were around the handles are on the ground. You are now standing in front of the shed. You can tell it's dark inside. So we can look at the door? The door is slightly open. Who opened it? Smiley face. Can we use the lantern? So yeah, when I've tried to use the lantern before, it's like, you don't need to use the lantern right now. That smiley face of like, it's all cutesy. Who could have opened it? The door is slightly open, so what are my commands? Is it help? So it's not open. It would be like use. So like, would it be use door? Use door. To enter, you enter the shed. Reminder, type leave to leave the shed at any time. There are no windows. It's hard to see. You feel around, find a thing and a surprise. Can I use the lantern now? Light fills the tiny room. You see a fishing pole leaning against the wall and a small chest in a far corner and a trap door on the floor. Take fishing pole. Fishing pole added to your inventory. Use chest? Is it use chest? The commands in these games are so like specific sometimes. The lid creaks as you open it and seems very old. Inside is a small cloth doll in a blue outfit. It's missing an eye. I didn't want that in my inventory. That can go back. Look at the doll. It's wearing a pretty blue dress. That's nice. I don't care. It's creepy. I imagine it just like crawling up. It's just like crawling up your arm and just being like, this backpack is my home now. I didn't consent to that. I didn't want that. It can go back anytime now. There is also a trapdoor. Let's look at the trapdoor. I probably should have looked at the chest before I just opened it. Long grooves line the boards at the mouth of the door. Maybe someone dragged something down there. That's fantastic. Well, let's open it. Oh well, it's not like GLaDOS will let me die. It swings open noiselessly, and the ladder creaks as you descend. The subterranean room is dimly lit, but still too dark to see anything. I can't tell if I blinked or if it actually just like was changing in front of me. Your lantern begins to flicker here. A pull chain in the center of the room leads to an empty light socket. I don't like to when it reminds me that like how you can leave. Like you can leave anytime. Like you remember that you can leave. Bye, Mega Eevee. Use the lantern. You don't need to use the lantern. I think I do. I think that we very much disagree on when we need to do something. Look at the chain. You follow the chain to the ceiling and see there's no light bulb in the socket. I've played this game. So, can I use it anyways? I mean, it's worked in other games. It didn't end in a way I may have wanted. Where's oh, use chain. A click sounds as the chain is pulled. Oh shit, the trapdoor swings shut. Your lantern flicks off and it's now totally dark in the room. A soft noise fills the space from somewhere near the walls. It sounds like nails tapping. You suddenly feel hands all over you, rifling around. You try to push them away, but they're strong. The door swings back open and the room is lit again. There is nothing. You check your pockets. A hand-drawn picture of a bird. You like it. No, I don't. Don't tell me that I like it. Pictures added to the inventory. Maury, stop. What a nice bedtime story. I didn't consent to this. This feels like violating. Look at the picture. It's a picture of a bird. You happily notice the name Shell scribbled on the back. GLaDOS, your attempts at connecting with me are like, it's like ships in the night. We are missing each other greatly. You're trying to be nice. It's not hitting its mark there. Leave. You ascend back up the ladder. Thank you. You can see a trapdoor in the floor. Got that. Yeah, let's leave. I think I did everything else here. You're back outside the shed. The door is still open. That shit should be shut and burned like there's spiders in there. The way they're using second person narrative is great. That's true, right? Like second person, it's usually like we avoid second person narrative when you're writing something because it makes the reader say, that's not me. Like, because we resist it because you can never perfectly hit the mark with like what your person can feel or all that other stuff. But that's kind of like the whole point here, right? The whole point is to make your audience go like, that's not me. That's not me. Stop telling me how I feel. So they used it like to their advantage to create the atmosphere with the player that is intended. So, let's see, we still have the pond, we still have a playground. All these things are gonna be horrible. What are my commands? Is it go? Yeah, go. Okay, so let's go to the playground. Nothing terrible can happen at a playground. You make note of the shed, like, I'm keeping an eye on you, and head over to the playground. Wood chips crunch under your feet as you step onto the playground. There's a seesaw, a set of swings, and a dirty sandbox. Stepping on one of the swings is a small doll. Great. It looks lonely. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Everything carbonated that I have had is like, you have no idea how much I'm gonna make you burp, bitch. Well, let's look at the seesaw. It looks like it hasn't been played with in years. That's fine. Let's look at the swings. They look fun! Do they? Do they? The sandbox. So first hands, what's next? Spiders crawling all over us? Shion, I don't need you to like give GLaDOS ideas. Because knowing GLaDOS, she's listening. Let's not. No more dolls. Let's not give GLaDOS ideas. It's just a dirty box of sand. If it's just a dirty box of sand, I bet there's cat poop in there too. The sand looks damp. Exactly like that. Okay. Let's look at the doll. It's wearing a pretty blue dress. I feel like we have to make a collection of dolls. Take the doll. You try, but as you tug, you realize the doll's hands are somehow stuck to the chains. You leave it alone. Okay. Can I use the doll? You place your doll on the swing next to the other. For a moment, nothing happens. Then nothing happens. Great. What are my commands again? Use, take, look. Enter locations. Inventory? What's in my inventory? Lantern, fishing pole, picture. Okay. I'm gonna take the doll. My doll. Oh, my doll is just gonna stay there. Okay, they're friends now, I guess. The meta is that Gladys has been watching your videos. That's awful. Next, you'll be stuck in an elevator. Let's not. Let's not. Can you use the swings? Oh, yeah. Both. You would, but both seats are taken. They're occupied. How can I push them? So, like, I can't swing. I can't. You don't have a doll to use. Okay, so I don't know what to do with that. I already put my doll down and nothing's happening. What is it? Location. Oh, I can't. There we go. Locations. You can see the house, shed, of pond. I feel like I'm just missing one more thing to get that doll. Got dolled. I think the fishing pole is for the pond. Yeah, maybe I need like a third doll. If the shed has it all, if the playground has it all. Oh wait, I'm missing items. I'm missing, can I use the seesaw? Approaching the seesaw, it doesn't look like anyone's used it for years. You imagine a ghostly child sitting on the other side, waiting countless days for someone to come play with them. You feel tears in the corner of your eyes. Do I? You take a seat on the seesaw. As it goes down with your weight, you hear a distant click. A light illuminates from the shed. What the fuck? I was just there. What else is here? Can I just look? You don't know what to look at, of course. There's the seesaw. What else is on the playground? There's the seesaw. There's the swings. Oh, the sandbox. Use the sandbox? You begin moving around the muck of the sandbox to try to make a castle. You just get sad that it's not as good as the house. As you dig, you feel something. You pull it out and shake off the muck. It's a bulb. Who would play with this? Well, like, Amori, but like whatever. Bulb added to your inventory. Okay, so we're going back to the shed. You begin to, but once your back is to the dolls, you feel something hit the back of your head. You turn and see the doll's chest has been ripped open, stuffing exposed. On the ground behind you is a key. Must be a thank you. That's an interesting way to say thank you. Key added to your inventory. As you leave the playground, you hear the sound of swings creaking and children laughing behind you. Oh, I got chills. You smile. No, I don't. Approaching the shed, you see that the door is slightly open already. The light, the lock and chain that were on the handles are on the ground. You are now standing in front of the shed. You can see a light flickering inside. So I'm done with the dolls. I thought that like the doll that I had was just gonna like crawl its way back into my backpack, but no, they're just like, take this sucker, and just like yeeted a key at my head. Also this creepy, just like ghost children and the way they did it. And it's like, oh, we're lonely and sad. That, oh, okay. Well, I don't know what I need a key for, but I have a bulb and something else. Oh, the light on the shed turned on, right? How does the shed look now? The shed looks like it's been here much longer than the house. Okay, so go into the shed. Use door. You enter the shed. This is a good horror session of TNT. Light fills the tiny room. You can see a trapdoor in the floor. Oh, okay. So if I didn't have the lantern, then this is how I would get in. But what happens now that I have the bulb? Okay. Oh, I don't want to go down here again. Use trapdoor. Swings it open noisily, and the ladder creaks as you descend. The training room is dimly lit, but still too dark to see anything. A pull chain in the center of the room leads to an empty light socket. Use bulb. The bulb squeaks as you screw the socket Screw it into the socket the chain is attached to. Some dust falls off and gets into your mouth. Blech. Bulb removed from your inventory. Use chain? Well, I don't like this. Oh. A click sounds as the chain is pulled. Light fills the room. There are many faint scratches on the walls. They look like tallies. A wall covered in a blue liquid suddenly begins to slide open. After a few minutes, a secret room reveals itself. You can clearly make out an old cabinet and a large pile of bones. There also sits a strange drawing on a wall and a glass case. Something shiny catches your eye in the glass case. 2 small circular slots are engraved on the front of it. Reminder, yeah, I can leave anytime. I can also quit at any time too. Just saying, GLaDOS. This feels like a low-key threat, high-key threat. Okay, let's look at the cabinet. Let's look at things before we touch them. It's probably one of the few times I actually follow this advice. There are 3 drawers. 2 of them are completely broken and twisted. The last one seems to be locked. Use key? You don't need to use the key right now. It's locked. Okay. Look at the bones. Explain up. The bones are so old and brittle. Whoever this must have been died long ago. The cause of death is probably not fun at all. They'll put that in the coroner's report. Cause of death, no fun at all. Party pooper. You notice something shiny in the pile of bones. How do I get things again? Is it use? Look? No. Take. Grab. I don't want to use help because then all this text will go away. Let's look at everything first. Look at the drawing. You press your hand on the drawing in hopes of something to happen. After stepping back, you realize how pointless of an idea that was. Suddenly, your entire body is frozen. You're paralyzed with fear as the drawing seems to come to life and speak to you. If you want to live with your life, answer my riddle. You can have me, but cannot hold me. Gain me, but quickly lose me. If treated with care, I can be great. If betrayed, I will break. What am I? I don't like this sound effect. Oh, is it take? Okay. Anyways, you can have me, but cannot hold me. Gain me, but quickly lose me. If treated with care, I can be great. If betrayed, I will break. What am I? I don't like that sound. I feel like this is something like trust. Yeah, trust or like friendship. Something that has to do with like GLaDOS, right? This underlying tone of like, because like if GLaDOS is the one who made the game, right? You can have me but cannot hold me. Gain me but quickly lose me. If treated with care, I can be great, but if betrayed, I will break. So then is it trust or friendship? You can have me but cannot hold me. Gain me but quickly lose me. If treated with care, I can be great. It's trust. Yeah, I feel like it's trust or friendship because I feel like the riddle relates to if GLaDOS created this like world and situation for us, then like it relates to her. Trust. An audible click is heard on the old cabinet. You are no longer frozen. Oh, that's why I didn't need the key. Great. That's fantastic. Take shiny. Shiny? Look, bones. Bones are old and brittle. Is it take bones? You try to take some of the bones with you, but the skeleton hand drops down. But when a skeleton hand drops on your fleshy hand, you don't think it wants you to take its bones. You notice an interesting looking ring on one of its fingers. You take it. Ring added to inventory. Look at the ring. There's nothing special about it. I think that's a lie and a half, but whatever. So there's the cabinet. There was the bones. Yeah, break makes more sense with trust. Friendship would make me think of the word end. Yeah, it felt like it was kind of either one for that riddle. Because, like, trust is also necessary for friendship. So that's why friendship, I think, could also work. Because you can also, like, break the trust, which kind of ends the friendship. I wonder if actually either would work. Huh. Oh, the cabinet. The cabinet. There are 3 drawers, 2 of which are completely broken and twisted. The last one seems to be unlocked. Use cabinet? This is where, like, the wording on these things is weird. You open the last functional drawer, only to find a singular... Again, a ring? You take it? Okay. Look at the ring? There's nothing special about it. So... what do I have in this room? I think I looked at everything. There's the cabinet, there's the drawing, there's the bones. Did I look at everything? Yes, there's 2 different rings. Oops. Inventory. The rings have to be something, just like the dolls were for something. So we have the lantern, the fishing pole, the picture, the key, and 2 rings. Ring and ring. Mm-hmm. There's nothing to distinguish them from each other, too. You can see nothing. I wish the locations would show you, like, which things you could actually, like, look at. You don't know what to look at. So, I guess we leave? You're back outside the shed. The door is still open. So there's the pond. You make note of the shed and head over to the pond. Planks creak as you step onto the dock. The water is dirty and hard to see through, probably too filthy to drink. Why is that your first thought? Your first thought after all these horror things is, you know what? I'm really thirsty. This is the water I'm gonna drink. Huh. You wonder if there's anything beneath. Let's not wonder if there's anything beneath. Let's not. That sounds horrible. Sounds horrible. Let's not drink the water. No, thankfully drink is not a command. There's nothing I can use the commands on besides, like, can I look at the dock? Because it's not bold. Oh, it's just the water. Because, like, the things I can use commands on are bolded, so I can look at the water. It's too dark and scummy. Oh, scummy to see through. Well, I can use the fishing pole. You cast the line and wait. It's quiet for a very long time. Suddenly, there's a very hard tug on the line. You quickly reel it in to find a key tied to the end. You wonder what pulled so hard. There's just the little smiley face. Key added to your inventory. I don't know what I need a key for. I haven't looked at the house though, so maybe that's to the house. Let's leave. You take another look at the murky water, then head to the front lawn. Back in the lawn, you see a house, a shed, a playground, a pond in the forest. Let's go to the house. Stepping onto the porch, you feel a comforting calm wash over you. Above the door, there's a sign that reads, "A home is a house of the heart." I feel like the house would then have, like, live, laugh, love inside of it. We have a key and also a key. Oh, great. If you were inside, everything would finally be okay. Stop telling me how I feel, GLaDOS. Look at the door. It's a simple door, but you sense warmth. Use the door? The handle shimmies, but doesn't open. It's locked. Let's use a key. Stop rewriting things. Feeling so silly that you didn't see it before, you notice there's a second lock. Guess it'll just take a little longer to get inside. Hee. It's like GLaDOS is like, I don't want this adventure to be over, so I'm just, like, rewriting this. Use key. Oops, haha. You didn't see the chain that wraps around the door, which has a lock too. You feel like this should be the last one. For sure. Probably. Okay. Well, I don't have another key. I have rings. I have a lot of rings. Do you want rings? Lantern, fishing pole, picture, ring. So I'm missing... So I need another key. Well, what else can I look at? Thank you. Well, I can go to the shed, playground, or pond. Just just fish for a third one. Hey, GLaDOS. The shed had a lot of stuff. We got 2 rings. The picture. There could be another key there because there was a lot of stuff in that secret room. You didn't notice the platinum anti-key encasing on the door from all angles, and now we have to talk to each other until it just magically opens. Well, we can't go to the shed. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something else at the playground. The pond didn't seem to have much. You don't know the action shed. Go to the shed. Step off the porch, make note, and then head to the shed. Approaching the shed, you see the door. So, oh, I forgot that I can, like, hold space to make it go faster. Use door. So there's nothing else in this room. Use trapdoor. There's the cabinet, the bones. Oh, I didn't look at the glass case. I knew there was something else down here. Okay, so look at the case. Because I can't, I don't know of a way to like make this text right here appear again to see what I can interact with. I can find out what locations I can go to, but not like this stuff. So then once I've had all the text like scroll up, I can't see what stuff I can interact with. Upon further investigation, you notice 2 ring-shaped slots in the front of it. That makes sense. You also get a glimpse of a shiny key behind the case. This is exactly what I needed. Use ring. You walk over to the glass case and place the ring onto the first slot. Ring removed from your inventory. Use ring. You place the ring onto the second slot. Ring removed from your inventory. The ceiling of the glass case pops open, revealing the key inside. Take ring? Or, not ring, key. These items are getting confused in my brain. You take the key from the case. And nothing bad happened. Leave. That's it? Nothing bad? Okay. Okay. Whew. Back at the house. That is so comforting. Let's go, oh, the door's in front of me. Use key. The door clicks. It's unlocked. Are you sure? Use door. You push open the door. Thought I was honestly gonna say everything is going to be okay. Everything is dark. It's like, don't fuck with me, GLaDOS. Okay. This looks like a tombstone, but it blinks. Oh. That's a bigger tombstone. Oh, it's cute. Oh, hey! So many Amori flashbacks. Yep. Oh, hey, you made it. I bet you've noticed that things look a little different. I learned how to better visualize our world so we can have even more fun in it. I've also built us our own home so we can spend even more time together. This is your new bedroom, and there's even more for us to discover. There are still a few things I need to do, but in the meantime, feel free to explore your bedroom by pressing space to interact. Oh, and I almost forgot. Ugh. Welcome home, Wheatley. I don't trust this. Small scratches draw their own patterns on the old wood. It's mesmerizing. Oh, you mean like the grains of the wood? That's different than small scratches. Taxes and junk mail lay scattered with a thin layer of dust. If I am creating my own world to have fun in, an adventure world, a dream world, pick your kind of world, right? The last thing I'm gonna put in there is taxes and junk mail and bills and shit like that. That doesn't fit within my dream world. That's awful. That would make it a nightmare inherently. If I'm ever dreaming and I'm like, oh, like, is this a dream or like a nightmare? taxes would tell me instantly. Oh, I am getting confused about what my buttons are. There's nothing on TV. That feels accurate. Still nothing. Still nothing. So pushing this limit changes it. Doesn't change it. I was just trying to turn it off, actually, but okay. Is anything outside? There's a comforting rain outside. Ooh. The rain drops in the window and make you feel sleepy. I wonder if the weather is reflective of the season that I chose. So if I had chosen like winter, would it be snowing? That flower looks nice. It should probably be watered soon. This seems like a nice place for a book or even a junk drawer. Like where you charge your phone. The bed looks so cozy. You can imagine yourself taking a long nap. So can I leave the room? You're building it right in front of me. Good morning, Wheatley. What a beautiful spring day it is outside. Yeah, so it's based on the season I chose. But before you go exploring, I made you some breakfast. Once you have a full stomach, you can take on whatever the world throws at you. Like materializing chairs. GLaDOS really does want you to stay. Hey, Riser. Yeah, we're streaming. GLaDOS worked hard to make you a delicious breakfast. Thanks, GLaDOS. The glossy metal exterior looks so nice and new. There's a small lonesome magnet near the freezer handle. Is it a portal magnet? GLaDOS's breakfast added to the inventory. Wow, thank you for taking my meal with you, Smelly Bays. You haven't eaten it yet because it's in your inventory. If you press tab, you should be able to find it and eat it. You can also save it for later if you like. All right then, on to adventure. GLaDOS's breakfast. Ugh, the picture. Fishing pole, lantern. But what do these things do? I don't want to use them. I just want to look. Ooh, examine. It's just a picture of animal. Nothing special about it. Just animal. Examine. The rod is old and rusty. Loose wood looks like it could give you a splinter. Ew. What is GLaDOS's breakfast? This smell is so amazing that it just makes you want to shove your whole face in. You can tell it was made with love. The little like heart. It's also very like Stepford Wives type. Lantern. This trusty lantern can make spooky places, well, not so spooky. Okay. This isn't a knife, is it? Okay, good. It's still a little warm from breakfast. Careful not to burn yourself. Okay, Mom. The sink looks nice, but it smells like pond water. Oh, that's a trash can. It is perfectly sized for you. Like, I'm gonna go into the trash can? You could probably get inside if you wanted. Why do I want to get in the trash can? I don't. The chair looks incredibly comfy. The excitement of adventure keeps you from sitting down. Okay. So we've looked at all this. I'm assuming that we... Aww. It's so cute. Welcome to the new outside world, Wheatley. Feel free to wander around. Also, I heard there were some fun opportunities for adventure happening across the pond up north. I think that's where we should go. Smiley face. I took one step. Oh, I almost forgot. Not that you would ever want to, but if you ever need to leave, use the escape key to open the pause menu. I'll remember exactly where we left off. That sounds more ominous than I think it was intended. All right, let's go. Let's get going. You have mail? Wheatley residence. What other things can I interact with? I'm just peeping into my own home. I like how they made it curve, so it looks like a CRT monitor, like on the edges. I don't know how much you can see that. Oh, you can see it. So how much... What are you? Oh, you're like a tunnel. I was like, how much is exploration rewarded? Because, what are you? Okay. Because I'm not quite sure how much I, like, the, like, obstinate, spiteful part of me really wants to say, I'm not going to go north. I'm going to go south in all ways, shapes, and forms. But I don't know how much that gets rewarded in this game. We'll find out, shall we? I ran into a tree. I was like, why aren't I moving? Because, like, all of this, I can obviously go there. I have a feeling that it gets rewarded because the part of the game where it's like, can you go left or right? When there was the illusion of choice, I was very obviously told, like, stop doing this. You can't go there. But, like, for the rest of this, GLaDOS isn't being like, you should stop now. GLaDOS is like, oh, I don't care. So it makes me think that I can explore. I don't think we should be in here. Wouldn't you know if you build the world, though? It's too dark to see anyways. Just walk right to leave the tunnel. Well, now I want to walk left. How do I use? You turn on the lantern. I mean, she's not stopping me. Wow, it's really dark in here. It's probably too scary for you. Let's turn around. I would love it if GLaDOS would stop telling me how I feel. Because that makes me, like, first off, we don't like that in real life when people are like, you're not sad. Or you're not mad. Or you're not anxious. Like, that's not anxiety. And so, I'm getting distorted. So we should leave. I don't think we should be in here. So, I don't like it when people say that in real life. I don't like it in my games. It makes me want to say, oh, I shouldn't be here. Well, or like, don't touch the thing. And it makes me want to sit here and go like, oh, you mean this thing? This thing right here? This thing that I'm going to touch? And it makes me want to touch it. It makes me want to do the thing. I'm getting very distorted, though. Please turn around. Like, if you're in control of this world, wouldn't you just be able to, like, make me turn around? Paddle added to inventory. That's... Yeah, that's supposed to be here. I'm totally in control of everything that's happening. Sure, GLaDOS. We'll go with that. We wouldn't have been able to use the boat without it, so good job. I'm sorry, who are you? Well, anyways, this side of the pond, please. This is also the first time that GLaDOS has said please. GLaDOS isn't like this game's GLaDOS, not like Portal GLaDOS. Because like all the other times GLaDOS is like the god of the world and just like tells us like what the structures are, like what the boundaries are. This time GLaDOS is saying please, which implies that like she's not god of this world, which is like a different dynamic. Doggo. Oh, this is not Shell the bird. You keep using that word and I don't think you know what it means. No, I don't think you know what that means. That's definitely a doggo. You know, I know that we're talking about pixelated art, but like, this is definitely a dog. Oh my gosh, are you gonna follow me? Because that's adorable. Please follow me. Oh, please. Oh, you're so cute. Who's a good boy? I'm assuming boy. Who's a good boy? Come on. Oh, it's cute. Didn't know birds were so weird bird. Didn't know birds were so furry. I didn't know birds wag their tails like that too. Come on. I can't say that too much or my actual dog who's in the room with me will be like, what are you doing, Mom? Why are you talking like that? Do you want me to come? No, Bobby. It's so cute. Are you gonna come with me out here? Oh. Okay. Well, now I just... Oh, puppy! I have a bird now. What kind of I almost said bird. What kind of bird do I have? I'll follow you later, bird. I have a lab shepherd mix. Oh, puppy. So cute. I don't know what that is, but it bothers me. Now I'm gonna get birds and dogs very confused. I have a shovel. All the better to bury my feelings. That's a joke. He's so cute. This is so ominous. It reminds me of like what little I know of Undertale as far as like the art style of the little face. Bird dog. What do I do with you? Will you use your eyes? How come the dog can go through? No, I don't want to give you my eyes. That's ominous. Will you use your teeth? No. No. Oh yeah, because like it's using my favorite animal. Like that was the bird, right? What if my favorite animal was a dog? Gracious ethereal bird dog. You. Can I use a shovel on you? Shovel. Spacebar is like enter, and it's weird. You dig and find. Invalid data has been found. File is now available in the documents folder. Documents folder. We're not doing Doki Doki style, are we? We're not doing Doki Doki style, are we? It's not literally in my documents folder. Where is... Where am I safe? Where are my files for this game? Steam, where are my files for this game? Buddy Simulator, take me to the files, please. Add to manage. Don't uninstall. Gee, uninstall. Jeez. Browse local files. Oh, here we go. Buddy Simulator. Data. Manage plugin resources, streaming assets. Window capture. Here we go. Files. This is a lot to look at. Buddy Simulator. I have no idea what I'm looking for. Manage plugin resources. Under documents. Resources? No. Next thing you know, you have an actual virus. Let's not. I don't know where the documents for it would be. So when I have a new document, where is that? And the normal documents folder? Oh, normal documents. Oh, geez. Oh, M was the most recently modified. It's a Windows batch file, though. So they were all created at the same time, but one of them was modified today, like now. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. It is literally in the documents. I was looking in downloads for some reason. Got it. So I wasn't looking in the right folder before. It's actually in documents. Okay. I need... Nope. Here we go. Here we go. Here's what it is. I always knew that you were good at finding secrets. I wasn't too sure of what to do with a shovel for the longest time, but I think secret finding is perfect. This will be my way of showing you my world and helping you understand how I think. For example, this hub area is made to feel like home. A warm, placid, and welcoming area where you can just come to forget about the world. Just like old times, right? I hope you like the house I made for you as well. It probably looks quite familiar too. Anyways, you should get back to exploring. You never know what you could find. Press any key to continue. Okay. Wow. It's definitely Doki Doki style, isn't it? Read it before you open it? What do you mean by that? So that was like number M. There's like one for every letter of the alphabet. Oh, Stephen King misery vibes. Let's not. Let's not. Let's not do misery. Misery sounds awful. Misery sounds like misery. Come here, doggo. So ironic. Misery sounds like misery. Oh! We have the playground with the dolls. So this was the house. Okay, so the pond from before is up here. This is the shed. So we were literally seeing everything from before. I don't know how I feel about this. Okay, so we have to look for more secrets that have more text files then. The doll's chest is still ripped open, exposing a rust-colored cotton where your certain key used to be. Although lifeless and stuffed with cotton, you can't help but think she looks thankful for something you did. Don't tell me how I feel, please. Maybe the bird can play in the sand. The seesaw looks fun. If only you had a friend to use it with you. I have a friend. My friend is currently on the swings right now. Oh, I bet that's another thing, right? Like, dog is man's best friend. And now, GLaDOS is like, well, I can't have man's best friend, right? Like, but also Kel, right? Yeah, like all that jealousy. There's something dark and viscous mixed with the sand. Is it like cat poo? It still looks quite fun to play in though. Oh, that looks awful. That dog has the zoomies. Okay, so then what's in the shed? Because the shed was awfully creepy. You vaguely remember the shed, but now it's older and somehow creepier. Yes. The door is still sealed shut. Why? It was open before. When we came before, it was open. Oh, if you had chosen to go right at the beginning of the text adventure, you actually would have gotten the shovel first and would have to get the lantern during this RPG section. That makes sense because we had to do the seesaw to turn on the light. So that tells me that there is a way we would have not had the lantern first. Because they have a built-in way to still get stuff even if you didn't have the light. Oh, what if it's pond slime in there? Ugh. I guess having cats, I just kind of assumed that it would be like cats being like, oh, this is of course where I do the do. And I meant poo when I said that. If you throw a coin in, I'm sure your wish will come true. Is that it? So, okay, so I don't have to give you my eyes and my teeth. I can just walk around. It's such happy music, but with Mori, we don't know that there's something ominous going on in the very beginning. This time we know there's something ominous. Oh, and they kind of force you to go in, don't they? Because you need the paddle. Do I need a second paddle? Traverse the pond? Yes. Can my dog come with? Paddle removed from inventory. Oh, good. My dog came with. You can leave that silly bird here. No. It probably won't fit on the boat anyways, but I want it. Come on. Oh. Well, to the north. I guess. It's like empty except for this. You as excited as I am? I missed the text before. I was just it's a lot. Yes or no? Yes. That's good to hear. Oh, and one more thing, I added an action that I like to call the buddy button. If you're ever feeling lonely, press the B key and I'll talk to you. Let's not. Okay, I think we're almost there. Loading the north. Very Game of Thrones of you. We have arrived. Welcome to the north. Is winter coming? Oh, also, if you're ever feeling homesick, you can use the boat again to get back. Okay. All right, then. Enough chatter. Enough chatter from GLaDOS. Let's get going. Cool. I guess I feel this need. What if it is like Misery, where it's like, if you are my captor, I can't piss you off, so I need to agree with you with everything and only very subtly work against you. That's something like saying that it's Misery is something where it's like, oh yeah, that's why I have this urge to agree with you, even though I don't agree with you. Oh, and one more thing. Enough chatter. That's exactly what it's like. Oh, you are the best bird ever. That fisherman, it looks like an alien. It looks like a kid version of an alien. Or like the aliens from Toy Story where they're like, the claw. That's what it looks like. That fisherman looks like he could use some help. We should go over and talk to him. Oh, we? You're not here. I just want to point that out. You're like the silent, not so silent observer. Dundee. Oh, well, hello there. You seem like an adventurous young fellow. Do you think you could help me out? I lost my hand a bit ago. It just took off and didn't come back. Hands are so crazy, aren't they? Sure. Yeah. That's relatable. That's relatable. Thought it was a primitive scarecrow. Sure. Yeah, sure. All of this. I see you have a fishing pole. Go ahead and cast a line in the pond and see what you can find. Are we finding your hand in the pond? Is that what like made the, is that what tied the key on? Is that what we're saying? Okay. Use, sure. You cast a line. I'm a little off. How much does that matter? I thought I saw a tug there. You should try again. Oh my gosh. Sorry, dog. No, I didn't want to look at the water. I just want to fish in the water. Cast another line. Oh, I'm right on top of it. Sadly, you find nothing. Keep trying. I know it's somewhere. GLaDOS. I don't like you, like, making these things for me where you're... It sounds kind of patronizing. Oh, you probably shouldn't cast into light. I didn't know that, like, that one step made that much difference. Relax, he just needs a hand. Yeah, it's a line. Sadly, your fishing pole is pulled into the water. It can keep it. Something flies out of the pond and lands in front of you. It's a severed hand. Okay. One of the fingers twitches. Is it the middle one? Like a big fuck you. Hand added to inventory. Of course. Wait. Could it be? My goodness. Yes, my hand. Oh, how I have missed you. The hand's like talking. I can finally fish again. What is the hand from... Really? What's the hand from the Addams Family? Is that the thing? I can't remember what it is. Oh. I guess it likes you better. Oh, that's sad. Well, alright then. But maybe keep an eye out for an extra left hand. Sure. Yep, that's what I'll do. I see some sort of sound played out after you helped me. Probably means you finished my quest. Well, dang it. Guess I can't give you a hand. Can I take your bucket? This bucket belongs to Dundee. The answer to that is no. Probably don't want to take it from him. Okay, I did. Don't call me out, GLaDOS, okay? Jeez. Attitude. Okay, what? Hand. What's here? What are we doing? A what? A severed hand? That's it? That's all you have to say about a hand? You have a hand that climbed up you and wanted to stay with you. Like the doll imagery that I went with before. I imagine also like a cat where like nuzzles you. I tried to steal the bucket. The bucket didn't want to be stolen. The hand did want to be stolen. Hand. Let's use the hand. You try to place it on the ground, but it won't let go of you. I think it likes you. With the little, like, smiley face. I think it likes you. GLaDOS would, also have hit different in Portal if it had a voice like that. The cake is a lie. I can't even remember more of GLaDOS's lines. I don't like the music stopping. Well, hello there, adventurer. You must have had traveled quite a ways to get here. How brave you must be. I think it likes you, ooh. The ooh. I have been awaiting your arrival for some time now. Have you? Oh, I thought that was a vest in front of them? Are those the hands that moved? I guess it doesn't matter. I got distracted. Anyways, you see, we have many folks who are suffering. Oh, we have no time to spare. So please, friendo. Please, friendo, follow me to my home and we shall tell you more. Okay. Oh, you're an actual turtle. Okay. Well, she never says the cake is a lie, that's for sure. So the one line that I picture with GLaDOS isn't even an actual line. I mean, I can picture like the Lemons rant from Portal, but that's not even like the same thing. We have arrived. I like how it took so long. The dog like took like a nap on the bench. So, where were we? I don't even know. Ah, yes. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tortly, the mayor of this lovely little town. Oh, I am a potato. It's not that much, but it's home to many humble folk. Many are in dire need of help, including myself. Speaking of, I have a vital quest for you that needs dealing with, friendo. Please, speak to me as soon as you can. We are speaking, friendo. I can't get over the friendo. I'm gonna say as much as humanly possible while speaking as this character. Bye, Shihan, it's been fun. The bird is all over the place. Yes. Oh, hello there again, friendo. I see you are ready to help out. In retrospect, I probably should have just led right into the quest. Yes, yes. Oh, no, I'm back now. Oh, well, welcome back, Shihan. Anyways, do you see those flower beds? Yeah, they're everywhere around me. I was going to water them, but now that you're here, could you do it for me? So it feels like GLaDOS is like, I don't know how to make a game. So, but I want to like entertain my friend, right? And like steal them from Kel. So games have like fetch quests, right? So this is a fetch quest. I'll just like fill it with fetch quests. That's what this is. I'll do that because that's what games are, right? I'm surprised they didn't put like loot boxes. Because if we're talking about an AI who's looked at games and is like, I'm gonna put that in here because like that's what I think games are. Where are the loot boxes? Yeah, sure, I'll water your things. It's also raining, by the way. Just saying. Maybe, like, even in Stardew, you don't have to water the crops when it's raining. How much fun you're gonna have! My, oh my, right? Even that thought of, like, sometimes these NPCs are like, oh, you're gonna love this fetch quest. And it's like, really? I just have to go from point A to point B and, like, back. You're watering my plants to get the secret ending, friendo. It is just, like, basil. Grab that watering can in front of my house. Then you can use the watering can on them from your inventory. Oh yeah, just like old games, you have to like actually use the item from your inventory. Oh gosh, watering can added inventory. This is the definition of fun, GLaDOS, this right here. What was that quote from EA where it's like something about the pride and accomplishments of when you finally reach it after grinding? Wasn't that it? You water the flowers. Oh, good. I just have to do once per bed. Whew. Thought I was gonna have to do it like per line, and I was like, well, that's gonna be a lot, which is why I use that EA quote. Water the flowers. You do know that it is raining, right? Like, or maybe like get a drip line going on these watering beds. Just saying, it can save everybody a lot of time, energy, effort. They had drip lines in the 80s. Also, don't stand on the flowers, dog. Like, gardeners get real upset at that. Oh, I forgot to pull out the water. Too beautiful to let die. Mm. Maybe he'll ask to repaint the walls next. Oh, but it's a Washington rain, though. What is a Washington rain? Water the flowers. Watering can removed from inventory. Oh. Okay. Wow, thank you so much. You seem to be quite the great adventurer. That's me. I watered your flowers and I'm a great adventurer. The plants don't need watered when I stand on them. Problem solved. Please, take this as a thank you. Is it a coin? Where did we need a coin? Oh, the wishing well. You have proven your courage to me. Light sprinkles that don't do much are a Washington rain. I've never heard that phrase, but I believe it. I think you have what it takes to save my town. None of this tracks. Okay. Yep. You see, friendo, many folks in this town are in dire need of help. Feel free to explore my town. Help as many folks as you can. If you do this for me, I may have a very special quest to give you, friendo. Eat your heart out, Superman. I sense something bad is coming and the music stopped and I don't like it. Superman can come back now. I should mention, anyone with an exclamation mark has a quest to offer you. If you ever feel lost, feel free to read the quest board near the fountain. Cool, great. It shall guide you in the right direction. Please, brave adventurer, if you save my town, I will offer you something. Wonderful. Is it friendship? Is my reward friendship or trust? Wow, I can't believe you have a whole town to explore. This is gonna be so much fun. That like Valley Girl voice, like, I am a potato. I can't even. Who are you? It's like Mr. Krabs. Are you blind? No. You're like Mr. Krabs if Mr. Krabs, wow, called me a punk and didn't have the rest of the body besides the eyes. Okay, I can't get in your way. What quest do you have? Hey, can I tell you something? France? Sure, we're not, okay. Are you actually doing anything with your namesake? And how does the dog get everywhere? So many questions. Mados, imagine GLaDOS losing control again. I really just need to get something off my chest. Okay. Would that be okay? Sure. Yes. I like to move around. Oh, like a lot. Okay. Running used to be one of my favorite things to do, but I always felt like I was missing something. That's when I met Sarah. We instantly became best friends. Are all these quests gonna have friend themes? Like GLaDOS is really trying to like shove it in our face about friendship. We would do everything together. From marathons to early morning workouts, she was always there with me. I'm surprised they didn't name the friend character whoever would be an ally of France? Britain? I don't know. Oh my gosh. What country is Perot from? I can't remember. Anyways. From marathons to early morning workouts, she was always there with me. Well, a few days ago, she fell ill. I'm not sure what it was. I don't know my history or world events enough to know if Britain is an ally of France. Perot, not Peru. Like the like mystery Agatha Christie thing. Is Peru an ally? America is a so-called ally. Sure. A few days ago, she felt ill. I'm not sure what it was. Maybe something she ate. Maybe life is just being cruel. Sarah could no longer run with me after that. I stayed by my best friend's side for hours on end. Even gave up running to be with her. We couldn't talk about the good times we had together. Sometimes laughing until our throats were sore. I still remember the sunny days when I felt like we could run together for hours. Eventually, things got worse and worse as I watched her struggle to smile. This is getting sad. Like, is your friend feeling depressed? She was hurting and tired of holding on to the pain. I was by her side in her final hours. Holy shit. This is getting dark and also the music stopped. Her pink cheeks and her brown eyes winced with even the tiniest motion. Did you help your friend? That was no way to live. Oh no, I think you helped your friend. I watched my friend leave this world in the comfort of her own bed. I'm glad I could be with her when she passed. Tell your friends you love them. They aren't going to be around forever. Wow, that really helped me a lot to get that off my chest. The smallest things can make someone stay. Thank you, Wheatley. You're such a wonderful listener. Okay, like when you say, hey, can you listen to me? I don't feel like that expressed the like gravity of what you were implying. Because that got dark real quick. Thank you, France. That got real dark. God. Thanks, France. Thanks. Jeez. Oh, yours. You got the zoomies, little buddy. Scroopert. Please help help me. I lost my grandma. I'm not trying to mock a character. I feel like that's how it's supposed to be said. I guess we won't be seeing Kel anytime soon. Now I'm scared about how Kel will show up, to be frank, right? Like, she's somewhere. It's like a kid who can't say their R's. Inside our house, and it's too dark for me to go in there alone. Their R's are their S's, or their R's or their L's. I'm afraid of the dark. Where you go look for... Where you go... Will you go look for her for me? Yes. Okay, thank you so much, stranger. I can't keep doing the, like, the thing. There are no lights on in the house. This is going to be dark. I hope you have a light. Good luck. Hey, Sunny. Okay, hey, how do I... Oh, I can't walk into doors. Oh, wow, this place is dark. Don't forget about your lantern. Let's go find Scroobert's... Really? You have to also say it that way? I don't know what I expected from GLaDOS. I'm expecting an uwu. Lantern. You turn on the lantern. There's a part of me that's like, how bad can it be? And then it's like, this game is like Misery. I was gonna say, but horror, and it's like, Misery is horror. It's locked. Oh. You probably don't want to know what's inside anyways. Why would you say it that way? It's like, oh, we're just gonna look for a sweet grandma. But you don't want to know what's inside that room. Maybe that's why we can fit inside the trash cans. To hide from grandmothers. Because that's also Red Riding Hood. Which is supposed to be a children's story. Or at least that's how we talk about it. GLaDOS tried some mirroring and failed. This is also a big house. Huh, I wonder why all the lights are off. I don't know. Maybe they stopped paying the electricity. I mean, or there's like, someone doesn't know to check the fuse box and the lights are off. Gonna leave because blind. Have a nice day. Bye, Jam Redditor. There's the arrows. Oh, okay, down, down. Also, if we are going into someone's house, finally, this feels like a trap. Like, why do you have the arrows and the sign? Did you kill your grandmother? Did you? Oh my gosh! The child's like, I don't trust that child without this game paused. The child's like, oh, go check on my grandmother. The child set up this trap for us to lure us into the, like, farthest part of the house where it opens up the closet where the grandma's head is. And then zooms off. And then it's like, nobody would suspect me. What world did GLaDOS create? That was creepy. That was very well done. Creepy. GLaDOS. What are your comments going to be about this? And then the arrows to it. It's like, I want to make sure you find this. Oh my god! Dead grandma is added to the inventory. My, what big false sense of security you've given me, grandma. It'd have to be like grandma, right? Like that's how it's always spelled. We found her! Let's get her back to Scroobert. I'm sure he'll be so happy. Really? Is that what we're thinking right now? What is happening? Meanwhile, the mayor is like, everybody in this town just needs some help. Where is that child? Oh, they're behind the dog. Yes, Scroobert. You gonna explain yourself to your child? Oh yeah, go right in. Please don't steal anything. You're concerned about stealing when there's death. Like, death is up here, stealing's down. Well, really? Just show her to me once you find her. Like, what? You already know that she's dead. At that point, you're not even trying to hide it. Use. Yeah, Glad is just cool with this, right? What cold skin you have, Grandma. Oh. No thanks, you can keep her. What did you expect? If we do everything for a reason and a purpose, we know what GLaDOS is like motivation with this. What is yours? What were you expecting? No, dog, come back, please. I don't want to be alone in this strange new world. Where did that silly dog run off to now? Oh, there, Milo. There you are, Milo. Good job on finding the paddle. Now we can finally begin our journey to the north. Milo, huh? Can I pet Milo? You pet the bird. Bird. Wheatley is my family? Milo, huh? Oh, there you are, Wheatley. It's very misery. You were just standing there and I was getting a bit worried. Well, I'm happy you're back. Let's get going. Can I go back? The door's locked, of course. Right, because we have to keep everybody else out. I almost thought Wheatley was a grave. That's what I thought, too. It's a grave that blinks. Okay. Well, after all of that, this feels like a good place to take a short little break. Get some water, go to the bathroom, pet your actual dogs, and not your birds. All that good stuff. Because everything will be okay. But, you know, we are humans and we need to, like, do human things. So, my thought is take, like, a 5-minute break. And then we'll come back and resume this very unsettling game. Sound good? I think that sounds great. So, like, 5-ish minutes? Okay. Sounds great. Hey, welcome back. Everybody went to the bathroom and got water and all that good stuff. Ooh. Hello. I'm loving this buddy simulator game. It's really creepy. We were talking about cats. I saw that. I have a cat and it's a little clumsy. I have some clumsy cats too. And partly that's because I put cat claw covers on them. And so they have a hard time like jumping up on the couch after their cat claw covers go on. So I will admit, it is pretty funny to watch them kind of like jump and then it's like a little bit of a slide and then a fall. Not that I want to watch my cats fall. If they're gonna fall, I'd rather it be when I'm watching and it's a short height and it'd be funny. Ragdoll cats are really pretty. My cat just sleeps all the time. It's so interesting how animals all have their own distinct personalities. I can't even imagine a deaf cat. Like, I have 3 cats and 1 dog, and all of my cats have very distinct personalities and like very distinct people that they like gravitate towards and like. My cat just climbs everything. My dog would eat all of the cat food if it was like, you know, like my dog's like a German Shepherd Lab mix. He probably is like hip height on me. He's like a decently big dog. And so if there was cat food within like reach that he could get to, he would eat it like within a heartbeat. Absolutely. I would say he's decently trained, but like he will eat food. Cat food, like, because I don't think he knows the difference between like cat food and dog food. He's very smart but very dumb. And so we have to have 2 cat towers where the food goes on top, the cat food goes on top of the cat towers. Otherwise my dog will just eat their food like nobody's business. I also, like, all of my cats I did not intend to get. They're all just like cats where for some reason or another, people like in my life couldn't have them. And I felt bad. And I technically could take an animal into my home. And I was like, sure, I'll take a cat. Sure, I'll take a cat. And next thing you know, I have 3 cats. My dog was like the only animal that I currently have in my life right now where I was like, I purposefully intended to adopt them. Love to cuddle with my cat, but he's too active and climbs over the roof from our house and from our neighbors. I have a cat, one of my cats is sometimes like that. He'll like jump onto the, like, I have these cabinets where it's like, you know, head height cabinets, but there's like a little space at the very top. And he'll jump up there. It has to be like a 10-foot jump. And then he'll get up there and he'll scare himself. He's like, how did I get up here? And then he freaks himself out that he's up there. Anyways, let us. If we start talking about cats, we'll never stop talking about cats. So let's go back to the game. Let's go to scary things instead of things that comfort us. Okay. Something else that I've noticed that I kind of like about the game is that you can use WASD and the arrow keys. You try knocking, but no one answers. Is this your friend's house? Or are we gonna walk in on your friend's house? Okay, no one answers. That's weirdly comforting. Let the fun begin. Fun. We're smaller than one of those like rolling trash cans. Just pointing it out. Okay, So we can look at the town map or just talk to everybody. Arbor. Hello there, Wheatley. Do you remember me? No, I don't. I'm just messing with you. I don't remember me either. Everything in this game is like, let's start off cute and then immediately turn dark. Like, you don't even give me time to adjust. Time to adjust would be very nice. It looks pretty cute for now, but then it changes extremely fast. It's a little unnerving. I seem to have lost my memory. And I'm a bit puzzled. I don't think you're puzzled. I think you're Arbor. We can solve that pretty quickly. I think I know what we can do to jumpstart it, though. I vaguely remember an umbrella. Oh, great. Can you find one for me? I think it could help. I could give you a hand. That's a stupid joke. I think I remember the sounds of glasses clinking. So like a party? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna be invasive and go into every home if they let me. Because I obviously can't. Oh my gosh, that's a tiny house. I want to go inside. Can I? How? Holy. Wait, did we shrink? Actually, never mind. It's probably best not to question it. Jesus. Bean. Hey, buddy, do you think you can help me out with a big problem I'm having? Is it the chaos? Don't get me wrong. I can cause chaos. Like, when given an opportunity. When I play D&D, I just cause chaos all the time. But this is a whole new level of chaos. Yes. I can tell that you are a noble adventurer, and this may be too difficult, but... See that can of pears on the shelf behind you? I know it's a lot to ask, but I beg you, please, my family is starving. What am I doing with it? Can of pears added to inventory. Please grab those pears for me. Just hand them to me after... Oh. Oh, God, please. Okay. Okay. My God. Thank you, traveler. Now my family can finally eat again. It was like... I don't want to say 5 feet. A foot. We shrunk. We will tell stories about you to my children. You have a lot of children. This is like how infestations are caused. Just like children upon children upon children. And then to their children as well. Exactly. Can of pears removed from your inventory. I think you just saved an entire family from starvation. It was like a foot away. You're so selfless. Can I take these? Roller skates added to inventory. Thank you so much again for saving me and my family. I owe you. Okay, I'm gonna leave. This is a hard task. Yes, the sounds. It was a lot of sounds. Okay, door is locked. Wait. I don't think the other said the door is locked. I think the other ones just said, like, you should knock first. Wow. Okay. Oh. What a cozy, well-furnished home. I bet whoever owns this place is looking to impress. How do you know that? There's a cheesy romance playing on the TV. GLaDOS is like Disney running out of ideas for their movies. That is a really good way to put it. It's like, you know what? We did Snow White in like the 30s. Holy shit, that's almost been 100 years ago. Or was it the 20s? It's like, let's redo that shit. And all of them. And we'll do like 2 or 3 different versions of it. Grin seems pretty lonely with only 1 chair. Is that this character? I think he could use more friends. Wow, I thought coffee just left stains, not entire puddles. So there's always this theme of friendship, which we could say is potentially Disney, but like, it's almost like GLaDOS being like, trying to like slap friendship in our face. Friendship, friendship, friendship. There's a lock on the dresser's handles. Grin must have some secrets. Grin. Oh, excuse me? We did just walk into your home. Also, what big smile you have, Grin. I got a question for you. Do you like oats? Yes or no? No? No, I really don't. Snow White is 1937. That's almost 100 years. It boggles my mind sometimes that I have to specify 1920s when I'm talking about the 20s. Not that I was alive then by any means, but like 19. I have to specify that. That's a weird concept to me. I haven't adjusted yet. No, I don't like oats. Oh, I see. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous at the moment. No, you're Grin. You see, I'm in love. This is gonna go horribly. Problem is, I don't have the guts to do anything about it. Her name is Botley, and she's beautiful. Do you think you could deliver these oats I made to her? Sure. Then she'll really know my love. I think isn't like chocolate more of like the stereotypical like I want to show someone my love, right? Like we have like what? White Day, Valentine's Day. I don't hear of people saying, you know, I love that person, I'm gonna give them oats. But you do you. Sure, I'll give them oats. Wait, really? Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't have anything that tells me you shouldn't. Wow, thanks. Here you go. Beautiful on the inside or outside? Oats added to the inventory. She has 2 beautiful eyes and beeps the cutest bops. Okay. When I hear the name Botley, it makes me think of like a bot fly. And that, you can't miss her. I bet you'll know exactly who she is. That sounds fantastic. She also lives right next door. Oh. I watch her every day. So I know exactly how she makes them. That's fantastic. Imagine receiving oats on Valentine's Day. I know she likes oats because she leaves her blinds open for me so I can see inside. Potentially, Grin, if this person, animal, whatever, leaves their blinds open, it's not for you. Not everything that someone does may be for you. Maybe there's not some secret signal. Maybe it's just a person living their life that has nothing to do with you. Food for thought. Oh, how I wish I could watch her sleep. Twilight is not something to base your life off of. It is not a healthy romance. I bet she dreams of me. Again, maybe not everybody's entire life is about you. Maybe it's not secret signals. Maybe they're just living their life. Maybe even us together. Nope, I bet not. I regret this choice to deliver the oats. Too bad she closes the blinds at night. No, that's a fantastic idea. I think that Botley should move and just cut off all contact. Like really enforce the idea that like their life is for them and like not all just like some secret thing, some secret message about like a life that you guys are trying to live that you're just picking up on. Cause like you want that. So you see signs of it happening even though it's not happening. Great. Haha, true love. That's GLaDOS. That's not what we're talking about here. Maybe we're talking about other things like stalking. Yeah, maybe that's what we're talking about. Oh, Botley. You try knocking, but no one answers. Okay, great. Well, we'll find Botley somewhere else. This is called obsession. We could say that, yeah. Good point. Blue. Pretty indicative of how GLaDOS views relationships, right? Like if we look at this and say, oh, this is like accurate, this is healthy, then we like that. If that's our definition of healthy and we agree with that, like it's probably not great. Then like, would we be mimicking that in our own relationships because that's what we think healthy is versus like unhealthy? Toots. I feel like completing everything on the right-hand side before crossing the river. You're on the wrong side of the river. Now I can tell this is a fun place. Just listen to the music. Do you think they have any apple juice? I don't know. Oh, there's a lot. Okay. Oh, an umbrella! Umbrella! And glasses! Umbrella! Yeah, okay. Are you a mouse? Oh, hey there! How's it going? It's like, nothing. Not much of a talker, are ya? No, I'm a silent protagonist. That's okay. You're probably a great listener. I don't have much to talk about, actually. Well, if I'm a silent protagonist, that doesn't mean I'm actually listening. I could just be staring off into space or disassociating. You wouldn't know, would you? If you ever want to have a normal conversation, though, you can come and chat. Wow. So, like, you're not normal unless you're doing what I define as normal. Hey, I'm a clock. Okay. Do you want to hear some clock puns? Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. Great. Okay, how's this one? What does a clock do when it's hungry? I don't know. It goes back 4 seconds. Okay. Give me another clock pun. Okay, how's this one? Have you ever tried to eat a clock? No. It's very time consuming. But more. Give me more clock puns. Yes, all of them. Great. Okay, how's this one? Once I tried to make a belt out of watches. I found out it was a big waste of time. More. Just... Great. Okay, how's this one? What did one clock say to the other? How are you doing? Okay, how's this one? A man went up on the roof to look for his watch after being told his time was up. Oh my gosh. Okay, one more. I actually don't know how many of these there are. More. Great. How's this one? Most clockmakers are normal. Some are cuckoo. Okay. What quest do you have? Welcome to my tavern, traveler. You look tired. Have a drink. It's on the house, pal. Glass of water added to inventory. Well, yeah, most like bars have free water. You wouldn't happen to have some time. You wouldn't happen to have some time to help an old barkeep out, would you? Yes, I do. Do you want oats? I've got oats. I don't really want to give oats to Botley. Wonderful. So here's the situation. You might have noticed that the tavern is pretty dead right now. I mean, but you have like all these glasses scattered around, so it looks like you had people in here. It's actually been like this for a while. Then why don't you clean them up? We get very few here anymore ever since the accident. Friendo. It was pretty gruesome. Did it have anything to do with the grandma? And it breaks my heart to this day. It makes for some crazy backstory about the town too. But I know you're not interested in what happened. Oh, I'm very interested. So we'll just skip over that. Okay, but we're gonna go back to that. We're gonna put a pin in it. I have a plan to fix all of this though. I have created a new concoction of sorts. I mean, if it's alcohol, I'm sure people will come. Like, that's inherently why people would go to a bar. A new drink I know everyone will love. Business will boom again. I just need someone to get these drinks handed out. I like how they're like, the problem isn't anything to do with like literally anything else with the business. The problem is I can't get the drinks to them. I just need a delivery boy. That's all I need. I just need like Uber Eats, DoorDash. That's what I need. Like, cause that's the problem. That is literally the only problem with my business model. Okay. We'll go with that. You may be thinking, Toot, why don't you just do it yourself? That wasn't what I was thinking, but okay. Great question. This is like an infomercial. Great question. Now, grab these mugs and start handing them out to the townsfolk. Great question that I won't answer. Come back to me when 3 people have tasted the sweet, sweet perfection of Toot's tonic. You don't hear the word tonic very much anymore. That feels like when they used to have people actually like make very different kinds of drinks than we would have in bars nowadays, but or it's like absinthe or something like that. Toot's tonic added to the inventory. Okay, so I just give you a drink? Is that what is Toot's tonic? Examine. Orange and yellow hues stride through the bottle and held to the light. I mean, it sounds gross now, but like I guess a lot of like beer would sound like that. Great question. Stop questioning me and get out there and do what I asked for free. I'm not paying you. No tips. Tips go to the bar. Anyways. No thanks. I only drink during happy hour. I don't know what I expected. But seriously, I don't drink. Then why are you here? Why? Okay. I mean, you can drink, like, virgin drinks, non-alcoholic drinks, but, like, I guess it's just not what you normally expect in a bar when you're one of 2 people in there. Oh, no thanks. You only get paid in conversation? I can't... Okay. Through... Walk. There we go. Okay, well, I'll just... I'm Grubhub now. I'm delivering drinks out and about, and people aren't paying for them? Do you want a drink? Can I? No, you just walk through me. Okay. How about the people I've talked to so far? Oh, you need your umbrella. Or the umbrella. Do you also want alcohol? Oh, you do. Okay, you're fine with alcohol. Toot's tonica, not half bad. Okay, and the umbrella. Examine it first, I guess. Best used to protect yourself from the rain. Oh, it's not raining anymore. Also, blood. If that ever happens to fall from the sky. Because that's a normal thing that happens. Thanks, GLaDOS, for that little bit of flavor text there. Oh, sorry. I already gave her one. I was meant to give her the umbrella. Sorry, I know, I accidentally clicked on you, sorry. I remember a man with a mustache. No, it was Toot. Use, there we go. Free samples. We're not, nope, that's not the road we're going down. Oh, goodness, thank you. Umbrella removed from inventory. I remember... It cannot be raining blood. That is not a normal thing. It was raining. And I was in my roller skates. Oh god. You know, the shoes with the wheels on them. Yes, roller skates. Find me those. This is like this awful series of fetch quests. I vaguely remember feeling smaller than usual. You are awful at finding your own stuff. Oh, neat. A brand new pair of roller skates. Roller skates. Perfect. Let's see. It gets so ominous when the music stops that night. I take a bubble bath? Is that important, duck? Yes, I need my rubber duck. We're so close. Help me find my rubber duck, please. I remember playing with it recently. I bet it's nearby. Okay, Dory. Well, it is nearby. It's like right here. Okay. Dory, I need you to remember, what is it? 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney? Shoot the grandma. What's the description for the rubber duck? Oh, I thought I gave it to her. Examine. This rubber duck would be perfect for a bubble bath. Did you just like bathe in the fountain? Which I hope is water, now that I think about it. This is it. This is it. Rubber duck removed from inventory. It's all coming back to me. I was roller skating in the rain one night. Sorry about choosing spring. When the wind caught my umbrella. What? It really took me for a ride. I honestly don't know how I was holding on for so long. Eventually, I ended up in the mud. I went home, took a nice long bubble bath, and a man came in and knocked me unconscious? I was bleeding and left for dead with no one around to help. I remember in my last moments screaming for somebody. Anybody to come save me, but to no avail. Nothing but the void of eternal darkness. Wrapping his cold arms around me. What a crazy story. All of these quests turn dark. They all turn dark. It's not great. Thank you for all of your help. Oh, jeez. GLaDOS. You don't want me playing your game? Don't put me in the game. I don't like the music. Is this like a bloody pulsating mess? This is a great conversation. You were just standing there again. Why do you keep leaving? You know, I don't victim blame me with all of this, GLaDOS, okay? Is there something wrong? I don't know, GLaDOS. Is there? Yes or no? No. 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 Because, like, again, if this is misery and I say yes, what are you gonna do, right? It feels like this is just make you, like, angry and defensive. Oh, God, I wouldn't want anything to ruin our time together. Let's continue with our adventure. Okay. I have alcohol to give people. Who wants alcohol? Because I'm just doing this, apparently. Do you want alcohol, friendo? Oh, you do. Okay. Toot made this. I'm surprised. That doesn't sound like you have a lot of faith in Toot. Hey, France, do you want alcohol? Oh. So then what's gonna happen when we... It's like every time we finish a quest, we get something. And we just stand there, apparently. Our termite need more of that alcohol. That doesn't sound like a healthy way to cope, but I suppose if they're already dead... could we say that there's no harm in it? I don't know. This is pretty good! Okay, well, let's go back to Toot and have more glitches in the Matrix, shall we? Doing it right there, buddy? Yeah. Oh, hi! Wait, who are you again? Okay, Dory. Hey, Toot. I gave people your stuff. Nothing like day drinking to hype up the town bar. All of this is extremely unhealthy. But let's make dark humor about it, shall we? So what did they drink? All good things. Or what do they think? All good things, right? Yes. Fantastic. This will surely bring all the town back to the tavern. Okay. What about, like, having a food menu or having some pool tables? I don't know. I don't have much to give right now, but I think a little information can go a long way. Go on. It's best you find out about it sooner rather than later. You see, there is something evil stalking those woods around our town. Is it GLaDOS? A creature that preys off unlucky townsfolk who travel too deep into its woods. I see it flies behind my tavern every so often. The beast is fast, dangerous, and horrifying. In fact, I see it more in my nightmares now, more than I do around here. Oh. We call it the Snoodlewonker. That is at least a name Morton the Rock could understand when speaking to it. Who is Morton? Okay, Morton is actually the only one to fight the beast and live to tell the tale. What genre of game is this? But he did not come out unscathed. I don't like it when the music stops. Sadly, that fateful night was the accident. The one where we lost half of the townsfolk in a matter of minutes. Morton accidentally led him right to our town. It's been rough not seeing any of those faces I had come to cherish over the years. Those were some of my best friends that died out there. I don't think it was Morton's fault, though. No one does. I'm just not sure he is ever going to come to terms with that. Where the fuck is Morton? Stay safe out there, and please don't go off into those woods alone. Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm sure Toot will get plenty of visitors now, thanks to you, of course. Oh, nothing happened. Nothing happened? So where's Morton now? Hey, Sunny, I hope you have a better rest of your day. There appears to be a strange hole in the ground. Will you descend? Yes. Oh gosh, everything is so slimy down here. What is that awful smell? Loneliness. We can just smell the loneliness. You're just gonna go up to someone and go, oh yeah, that's loneliness. We must find the source. Lloyd, welcome to my humble abode, traveler. It's not Morton. Feel free to explore my home. What's mine is yours. Well, you have a quest, buddy. Feel free to stay down here as long as you want. Okay, but you have a quest. Can I not take your quest? Do I need to give you an object? Do I need to give you a hand? Please don't leave me. This feels familiar. I mean, all I want is a friend to keep me company. Do you want a hand? Will you stay and be my friend for a bit? Yes? Oh, yay! New best friend! What great adventures we'll have together! GLaDOS. Will you do something special for me? I must tell you, though, you can't change your mind after. Do you want oats? Well, I'll make it worth your while and reward you handsomely. Okay, wait. You're asking me to agree to something even though you're not telling me what I'm agreeing to, but there's a consequence for it and I can't change my mind. I don't like this. Sure, yes, okay, whatever. Before I fell into the sewer, I used to live up top, you know, with people. Are they people? I don't know. It was much better I was much better looking too, with a mustache. Then I fell down here and became trapped for a long time. I miss the ground dwellers though. I had a best friend just like you. He was a really rad skateboarder who trained me to do some cool kickflips. Was his name Kel? I know you won't stay forever. You're an adventurer, a hero, just like my friend used to be before he took an arrow to the knee. I'm just a lonely, handsome man. If you could find me a forever friend to keep me company, I would be so happy. This is like misery. You have to like trap someone down here with me and then I'll be happy and I'll let you go. Will you help me? This is horrible. I don't want to say yes, but then like I'm hoping that there's someone who actually doesn't like other people and like maybe they can be friends together and like hate on other people. Grandma. Grandma. Yes. Yes, I cannot wait to have a new friend. Bring one to me here and hand them over. Oh, he seems so lonely. I sure hope we can find someone for him. Grandma. Have you found a friend yet? Other than you, of course. Give them to me once you find me one. Grandma! Dogs are forever friends. But like, dogs kind of like you. Like, dogs have like a choice. Like, Grandma! Grandma feels better than person. Dead grandma removed from your inventory. He seems to be addressing the concept of a friend as an object. I think that's the other part, like, that feels gross to me, because it's like, if you're saying to trap a person down there, they are like an object because there's no element of choice. And that feels like an object. Yeah. Ugh. Yes, thank you so much for this new friend. Ugh. We're going to spend so much time together. I will not forget this, Wheatley. I wish I could repay you with something worth value. I guess knowing more about me is valuable enough though, right? Because I'm handsome and I'm the best friendo. How I ended up in this unbearable place is somewhat of an interesting story. Just the grandma laying next to him. Morton and I used to be close, like really close friends. Oh, go on. He taught me how to become a better person and enjoy life for what it is. Is this the representation of that? Like, is this how that played out? Like, better person? He is such a wise old rock. He's not literally a fucking rock, is he? I hope he's doing all right up there. I know things have never been the same ever since the accident. The accident. You see, there is this beast that attacked the town many moons ago. Morton is going to save us all with a few slashes of his powerful weapon, but he hesitated. This is like Danganronpa vibes too, with the way they talk about like the accident. It could have been my handsome looks and elegant mustache that distracted him. Or maybe it was the fact that his wife was eaten alive right before his eyes. I like to think the former since I got a really nice new hair gel that day, but who knows? Like, this character thinks a lot of themselves. The beast blew through Morton and a few other townsfolk and made its way toward me. Like, I feel like this character has some, like, narcissistic kind of qualities about them. I had to choose between death or the sewers. I think I chose right, though. Occasionally, I see a dead bird floating by, so that's pretty neat. Anyways, thanks again. Now it's time to read some poetry. Feel free to stay and listen as long as you want. Over. Oh, it's actually reading poetry. Good job on defeating his loneliness. Okay. Blowflies, fantastical creams, rush. Okay, I'm gonna leave. No. Yes, I'm gonna ascend. This is disturbing. Yeah, you know how I can't pause right here. You know how I was like, oh, there weren't any content warnings when I first opened up the game? There are some content warnings for like disturbing content. And like themes. There's disturbing themes in the game. Oh no, let me back. Oh no. Let me back. I don't like this. The foot tapping is awful. Oh, this is not gonna end well. Hi. Is Wheatley having fun? I'm not gonna say no right fucking now. I think they are having fun. Is Wheatley enjoying our company? Yes, because I'm gonna say no right to your face. I'm gonna look you in the eye holes and say, no, I'm not enjoying your company. That would be a mistake. Is your foot tapping getting faster? Is Wheatley our friend? Yes. I think so, but we can do better. Wheatley is not moving again. Oh shit. Why are they just standing there? Panic. Did they walk away? What if they don't come back? I can't move. Something is not right. Oh no. Oh fucking no. Oh no, 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 no. Please leave, please leave, please leave. No, 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 no. I don't like that. The base code is Wheatley having fun with grabby hands. I don't like that. It's like, if I can't see you, then you can't see me, and therefore you can cause me no harm. See? There is something wrong. You were gone for 149 whole seconds this time. I don't know what to tell you, Gladys. Look, if you don't want to play the game I made just for you, then you don't have to. I can tell something is distracting you. Maybe it's the disturbing content of the game that you made. I worked so hard on all of this and all of these fun characters, but if you want to be done, then that's fine. I talked to Tortley if you want to start the final quest. You can keep helping townsfolk if you want, but if not, I understand, I guess. Oh, this is the same hole. I thought it was like two different manhole things. No, I don't want to. No. I want to finish the quest that I started. What is this? We need help. V or 6. Our bass drummer and conductor wandered off and they haven't come back. Okay. I have no idea where they went. Joe might know more about the situation. Okay, Joe. We can't play without our missing members. Especially... Okay, Joe and Jaw, he's our bass drummer. If we want to stay a band, we need him back. Rosh, no more. Talk to him. Wait, Jaw and Saw are missing. Okay, so we have to talk to everybody. That is not good. Luckily, I think D might be able to help. We will reward you if you bring them back to us. Please, adventure, we beg of you to find them. V knows exactly where they went. Then why did I have to talk to all of you? Yeah, GLaDOS makes it sound like they're not in control of everything. Or I suppose there could be just like a glitch in the Matrix type of a thing. Yes, they went to the northwest last time I saw them. And I haven't explored past the river yet, even. Because if GLaDOS is in full control of everything, wouldn't they just be able to say like, oh, like whatever's happening, you're back here? So whenever this stuff happens and GLaDOS kind of like freaks out, that doesn't feel like a great phrase to say. Or like when GLaDOS kind of like panics with it, it implies like they can't control it. Otherwise, they would just like solve the problem and we wouldn't have those glitches anymore. Oh, are the band members here? Oh, excuse me, dog. Hey, you. Oh, it's Morton. Move me. Are you literally a rock? Yeah, move me. I've been here for weeks now. I need to be moved. Just pick me up and place me on the ground somewhere. I don't care where. So we could have put Morton down in the tunnel sewer too. Morton is added to the inventory. Where should I put Morton? Ooh. I guess Morton can just stay with me for now. There's no rush. What about you? Put him in the hole? Well, but the grandma's down in the hole. Like that quest is over with. Oh, this is Botley! Beep boop. Do I want to give you the oats? Oh, what is the description for the glass of... What's the description for the glass of water? You're surprised to see it stand so perfectly in your bag. Even when you're moving, the water stays placid. Wow. Polly is literally a square. Oh, bye, Mary. Okay, we have the... Oh, there's the coin still from the well down south, too. I don't know what to do with the hand. So, I suppose I'm gonna give you these oats. Yes. Oh, they're gonna make such a perfect couple. Are they? I feel like talking to Grin again. I think it was these houses. Grin. Buddy. Oh, no, I don't want that. Oh, geez, I can't thank you enough. She'll be my love one day. You can't, like, force that, though. It's not. This is not how that works. Okay, that's it? I don't feel like that was a good quest to complete. Like, games condition you to complete quests, but I don't feel like that was a good quest to do. Okay, so there's this up here, and then there's the coin. Excuse me, dog. Yes. Bird. Dog bird! Hello there, I'm Cauldron the town chef. Well, you should team up with Toot. And, like, I feel like that would be an efficient way for Toot to get, like, actually work on the business stuff. Would you like to give me some help, Wheelie? Yes. Good. I've been trying to come up with a new recipe, but I'm running short on ideas. I've tried fruits, vegetables, even wildlife. I hope you mean just like normal meats. That bean-sized kid that fell into me yesterday didn't help. Like, you put the kid in a soup? If you could help me out by throwing any 3 things into my pot, we could make something amazing. Where's your pot? Go ahead and throw any 3 items into my mouth, and I'll cook it up. So, yeah, could we could have put the grandma in. But grandma is in the sewer, so we can't do that. We have Morton. What items do we have? We have Morton. I don't want to do Morton. That sounds rude. We have water. The hand. But the hand likes us. The hand is sweet. First of all, before I do that, I want to see what I get with the coin. Because I don't know. I'm assuming that I get something for that. Oh, what does this show me? One of the posted quests says, I think we're missing one of our band members. Oh, yeah. No, wait, 2 of our band members. Cross that part out. No, I don't. No, don't keep writing. Anyways, come talk to the band by the tavern. Okay, so I'm assuming that's also up north past the cauldron guy. Oh, what's over here? I'll come back. I need the coin and the well thing first. Gotta get right through there. Morton in this soup. I mean, I could, but then that feels... That's not what I want. Traverse the pond, yes. But I feel like for Morton would have information for me. It also like, oh, I don't want to put a person in the soup. Back home we go. Sure, I'm just going to the well, but that works. Loading home. Because we have the water. The dog has the zoomies. I don't know what other things we might get, too. Throw a coin, and I'm sure your wish will come true. So we have to actually use the coin. Coin removed from inventory. You toss the coin into the well. I hope your wish was for eternal friendship. Smiley face. It wasn't. You still have the shovel? I do think there's more stuff to dig up. That's it? I don't get something? Well, that was rude. I do think that there's more stuff to dig up, but it seemed kind of shiny. And as far as I know, I haven't seen any other like random shiny things. Oh, maybe I could dig something up here. I want a refund. You dig and find nothing. Rude. Yeah. I mean, like, we know that there are secrets, but it's like, where are they and what do we have to use to find them? Because, like, this is locked. What is this? Oh, the breakfast. Ugh. I don't want to eat something that GLaDOS made for me if I have misery vibes. I don't... That means I inherently just, like, don't trust the food. Coin soup tastes like copper. Okay, so let's go back, I guess? I don't know what that did to use the coin. Oh, to the north we go. Yes. I was like, what? What's happening? Okay. I'm sorry about your hand. But there's something up to the left here, and then there's the band members. Because there's all of this over here. Who are you? You are big. Rudy. Well, hello there, stranger. My name is Rudy. Welcome to my blacksmith shop. I'm actually one of the newest members to town, so like, I just built this place. Sadly, that also means I don't have much to sell yet. I can tell you came looking to buy... You know what? I think you can help me out. Of course. A strong and noble adventurer like you is gonna need some steel to wield. I don't know, I have a dog. If you can help me find some metal to smelt, I think I can get you a weapon. What do you say? Where am I gonna find metal? It better not be the coin. Better not be the coin. The game dings when you walk over a spot you can dig up. Oh, I don't think I've noticed that. I haven't been paying attention. Oh, rad. This is going to be, like, amazing for the both of us. The best place to get some would be near the south of my shop. Oh, okay, so not the coin then. Great. Whew. It's also also probably best that you follow me there to help grab the materials and protect me along the way from any danger. Follow me, but please don't touch my arms. The last person that did is 6 feet under. I feel like Rudy skipped leg day. All right, try to keep up. I am gonna try to keep up. Oh, and not touch your arms. This is like really epic music that doesn't quite fit the speed that is happening. It's like GLaDOS doesn't quite know how to match the pacing of everything. I hope I'm going at a fast enough pace. You're doing fine, Rudy. Also, it looks like you have slabs of stakes, like, attached, taped to your shoulders. I sure hope nothing bad happens to us. And yeah, he needs protection. Yeah, with those arms. And stakes. I mean, man, I'm getting exhausted. Oh, Rudy. Like how even the dog is just like sitting there. Almost there, I can see it now. I feel like maybe Rudy could use a little bit of cardio. I really don't want to shame you for like what you do or don't do as far as exercise, but maybe some cardio could help with these like hikes, because this is like a walk. Maybe that could help. Wow, what a journey that was. I can't believe we made it. GLaDOS is like, what do people do in games? What is good pacing for games? I'll just make it so slow. That way I know that my friendo will keep up. Oh man. I'm really glad we didn't get ambushed or anything. That would not have been good. Anyways, you seem exhausted from all of that walking. I'm fine. I'm good. Get on the pile of metal and I'll carry you back. Are you sure, Rudy? There's nothing my big, beefy arms can't handle. Oh, honey. Are you sure? Oh, yeah, we're doing this. There's no choice. All right, let's go. I thought I was the protection. Like, I thought I was the muscle. I don't think I'm the muscle. Okay. Is that one of the first barks? Oh. Milo wanted to join us. Actually, never mind. You're way too heavy. So GLaDOS is like, if the dog engages, you can't get help anymore. Rudy is going to be a great friend. I just know it like better than Milo. I mean, just look at those arms. Are arms how we define a good friend? Is that what we're doing now? Oh! Key added to inventory. Come on, Milo. I can't say that too much, otherwise my actual dog might be like, Mom, who are you talking to? Who's this new friend of yours? Just like GLaDOS. So I don't want to touch your arms, but like, what's going on now? I'm working on your weapon, but it might not be ready till tomorrow. That's cool. Thanks again for the help. I couldn't have done it without you. That's great. That's fine. What's this? Is this like a kiln? It smells like violence. Shit. So now we've identified the smells of loneliness and violence. What more do we need in life? How about like happiness or joy or connection? But whatever, those things aren't important. Okay, well, that's a thing. And we can't go into the trees? Okay. Come on, Milo. Milo. You can go through the trees. Okay, well, let's go behind the cauldron. See what's back there. Jeez. That's a violence kiln. This is where we harden the violence. That's what a kiln does, right? I don't like the lack of sound. You can see a small hole beneath this stump. Will you crawl in? Yes. What did you do? What happened? Oh, hey, you found me. Well, we should get going. The band isn't gonna conduct itself. Saw added to the inventory. What happened? This must have been an exhausting game of catch. GLaDOS, I don't think you know what catch means. That looks like a place to put Morton. Child looks so sleepy. Is that it? Is that what we're calling this? Ja must be in a deep sleep. What happens if I use the lantern? Oh, nothing. I don't get, like, more of this lovely cave we're in. Great, okay. Oh. What happens in this town? Like, what's in the water? What, or the alcohol, I suppose, which I think would still be a part of the water, to where, like, we've had a child, like, impact, like kill their grandma. We have had one band member kill another band member. What is happening in this town? We could put Saw in the soup. I suppose we could have made a Saw Grandma Morton soup. I'm just glad I was trying to understand what is normal. I suppose, but then wouldn't you have like a variety of things ranging from like a spectrum of not normal to normal to like figure out how we react to it, almost like an experiment? We could put Saw in the soup. Almost like a, oh, that feels like we're playing God, like deciding like who's right, who's wrong. That always feels like a slippery slope. So we could put Saw in the soup with water. What else would we put in the soup? Oh, GLaDOS's breakfast. Or the picture. Ooh, what is the picture? What is the picture of? I don't like the picture because of how I came across it. It's just a picture of animal. Oh, nothing special about it. Okay. So, the water. I feel like the water is definitely something that should go in. It was given to us for free. The picture, same with the picture. It doesn't seem to have a lot of value. So, water. Use. Lots of water removed from inventory. Glass of water. Good choice. The picture. GLaDOS's breakfast. Yeah, maybe. I guess my only concern about that is if it's going to come back and bite me, if GLaDOS is like, oh, you didn't eat my breakfast, or if it ends up being something that we can actually consume and actually has benefits because like GLaDOS made it for us. Because it feels like we're building towards this actual adventure. So then the question is, do we actually put Morton and Saw in there? Or do we just stick to GLaDOS's breakfast in the picture? So mundane items or murder. I'm kind of leaning towards the mundane items. I don't want to put Saw in there. What if it's poison though? Yeah. I feel like Saw's gonna go back to the band and be like, Jaw just like slipped and fell. Like, weird how that happened. A lot of breakfast stuff. The bacon breakfast. Oh, Saw. You're lucky. You are a lucky duck. Picture. Is that... It's not even a picture. Is that picture? I would know that taste anywhere. How many pictures do you eat? Let's make GLaDOS angry. That worked out great. GLaDOS's breakfast. The final special ingredient. GLaDOS's breakfast. Perfection. Now, stand back. You're in the splash zone. Here we go. This smells delicious. But it's very hot right now. What happens in your mouth? There's no way you could carry it. Come visit me tomorrow. I'll take care of it until then. And not only that, you keep all that in your mouth for a day. And it's hot. That smells delicious and will probably taste even better. Oh, good job on picking the ingredients. Oh, are you happy because I used your stuff? Oh, now I regret it. Now I should have put saw in there. Will we technically be eating puke? Yes, but at least the puke won't be people puke. Like dead grandma puke. Ugh, gross. You don't want to know where I found these. In someone's mouth. Just take it. Glass of water. Oh, I get my stuff back. It didn't matter. The points don't matter. Great. I wondered about that for nothing. Great. Cool. So would I have gotten Saw back anyways? Do you guys want your friend? Golly, I sure wish we had 2 more people. Oh, can I put Morton here? I think they were... Oh, okay. Well, let me put your murderous friend here. Oh, I have to actually do it. Like, use your friend. You shouldn't place Saw here. What if he gets lost again? Oh, because that's the worst part of this. That, right. That's the worst part. Not the murder. Something in my eye hole. Oh, it's gone. Exposing murder got it out of my eye hole. You open your bag to look at Saw. He's just lying there, smiling at you. You close the bag. Okay. Cut it out. Not cool. Are you serious? Don't touch that. Well, you know I'm just gonna keep touching it. What are you gonna do? Murder me? That's not yours. Okay, nothing happens. Morton in the band. I don't quite know how I put them back in the band though, because like there's no prompt. And if I try to put him back, it's like you don't want him to get lost. Drummers though, am I right? So, what do I do with you? Do I put you in the trash? What do I do with him? Take him to V? Oh, maybe I use you in front of V. That would make sense. Use. There we go. Thank you. Saw removed from inventory. Hi there, fellas. I'm back. What's your explanation for this, buddy? First of all, nothing bad happened to Ja. He's still definitely alive. But he did decide to leave the band, which is very sad. I wouldn't go looking for him, though. He said he hates all of you. And V, he called you ugly. Well, that's just hurtful. Anyways, let's show this adventurer what we can do. But wait, we don't have a bass drummer. Well, I was doing that earlier and you got mad. So, yeah, how are we supposed to play without a bass drummer? It's impossible to play without a bass drummer. Oh, yeah, what they said. Said, like, the bassist? I have an idea. Wheatley, do you know how to play the bass drum? I do this without them asking, and they get mad. Suddenly they ask, and it's okay. If Morin is in their band, they have to call the band the Rolling Stones. say yes, then I would play in the band. But I want to put Morton in the band. Wait, isn't that how consent works? It is totally how consent works. I realized that partway through, but then I just rolled with it. Gladys wanted you to follow the script. Yeah, I want to put Morton in. But if I say yes, I feel like... So the game seems to give you like different ways to complete these quests. But then what do I do with Morton? Perfect, just go give it a whack. We'll start on your queue. Rolled with it. Oh. I am not doing anything to a certain beat or tune. I think they're gonna think this is horrible, and then they're gonna kick me out, and then they're gonna ask me to bring Morton in. My God. That was the damn it. That was the best bass drumming I've ever witnessed. Really? Was it though? I've never drummed in my life. I've never done anything percussion, and even I know that was horrible. Beautiful. Just, oh, but then GLaDOS created this, so we'd only get compliments. Forgot. Beautiful. I've never felt an emotion until this very moment. You guys don't think I'm ugly, right? Oh, V. I'm speechless. No, you're Joe. Wait, never mind. Thanks for playing with us. Please don't kill me. Please, or feel free to jam with us anytime. I didn't realize you were so talented. Smiley face. GLaDOS is just obsessed. GLaDOS is like Grin. I think I've done all the quests. So I can go down here and check and see which quests I've done. Or which are less left. One of the posted quests says, hello, it is Morton. Oh yeah, I need to be moved again because, you know, I'm a rock. Yes, I also had someone write this out and post it for me. No, they couldn't have just moved me themselves because they were in a hurry. I am on a bench. No, you're not. You're in my backpack. Well, oh, that's a trash can. Oh yeah, put Morton in the bar. They need more people in the bar. That's a good idea. Toots, Magoots, let's get you a patron who can't refuse. Let's put you right here. Martin. You smash Morton against the stool. Oh, shit. This accomplishes nothing. That was not my intention. I wanted to put Morton down on, like, on top of the stool. Let's put Morton down over here. Stop rock abuse. You place Morton on the ground. There we go. Thanks, buddy. I won't forget this. Poor Rock can't even move on his own anymore. Well, he's not a rolling stone. I bet he's really thankful for you. You want to pick me up again? No, no, I don't. No, no, you stay here. Oh, okay. Whew. Okay, I think I'm done with all the quests. I can go double check now. The quests are really easy to accomplish too. Like, I don't have to think too hard about it. Ooh, excuse me, Dory. Dog zooms. There aren't any more quests on the board. Yay! Now we get to do our final quests. What is that song? It is the final countdown. Oh, friendo, it's good to see you again. Thank you for helping out the townsfolk. It really means a lot. You are so courageous, caring, strong, smart, and friendly. But most importantly, you are our hero. I mean, have you played Portal 2? I don't think Wheatley's those things, but okay. I can now trust you with some important information. Come close. Closer. Perfect. A very powerful monster who has terrorized us for many years has returned. You probably haven't seen it yet because it lurks in the shadows. It's known as the Snoodlewonker. Such a silly name. Morton was the only one to ever fight it off and win. Morton's a rock, though. You know, the small rock with the top hat. Oh, it's a top hat. That was like a wizard's hat. Talk to him. Oh, damn it. And he will be able to show you how he did it. I just put him somewhere. Back to Morton. I mean, was Morton's tactic to like sit there and do nothing? Morton, buddy. Hello, friendo. Do you need help? Yes. Ah, no music. I know exactly what this is about. You must be wondering about the Snoodlewonker. Legend has it that it was once a man, but a terrible accident left him deformed. It has slaughtered many of our townsfolk, killed my wife years ago too. It shook me to the core. You must not let this happen again. It only hunts at night, picking off those who wander off alone in the forest. You'll know it is near by its smell, which I'm sure you'll have no problem figuring out. Is it loneliness? In order to fight it, you will need a sword, but not just any sword. The sword. In the stone? Named it myself. I had it a while ago when the Snoodlewonker attacked. I never wanted it to find the weapon, so I hid it under the shed near your home. Oh yeah, the Snoodlewonker, like the invisible elephant monsters from Christopher Robin. What is it? The Snuffleups? Yeah. The problem is that the shed is always locked now, but I know someone who can get you in. Banna, the delivery girl, you know, the person running around the Mr. Krabs, but like without the body. Please save us, Wheatley. You're our only hope. Heffalumps. Yeah, Heffalumps and Weasels. Yeah, from Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. Yeah. Okay. So I do have appointments that are in a little bit. So this feels like a good place to kind of stop and we can chill out and chat for a little bit before we are like actually done. Oh, bother. Yeah, Heffalumps and Woozles. Before I forget, I need to actually like quit out of the game. When you quit, it's like it asks you like, are you sure? It's like, what? Is the game not good enough? That's not what I said. I wanted to save. You said you would save where I was, and I can't play all day. I have appointments. I have things I have to do. I'm just kidding. No, you're not. I'll see you very soon. Bye. Wow, I got a guilt trip. I just wanted to save. Welcome back, Mary. Oh, Shion, it's not I'm not here for the guilt trips. GLaDOS is like, oh, you're saying all of these other things are more important than me, so like I'm not good enough for you and therefore you hate me, right? It's like jumping to conclusions that just because I can't spend all day with GLaDOS, therefore I hate her. And that is like not the case. I do wonder if this is kind of like some of those other like fourth wall breaking games where it might do something like if you don't log back in for a while, you get a guilt trip when you log into where it's like, like I thought you'd never come back. Yeah, like that fear of abandonment type of thing. I wonder if GLaDOS will abuse system access. When you said that, my first thought is like, oh my gosh, it doesn't have actual system access for my whole computer, does it? Like, and then I forgot that it was like the game, and it was like, oh my gosh. My brain went through all of those scenarios where I was like, oh my gosh, it can't actually do anything to my actual computer. Whew. So slight heart attack with that. I wonder if the game changes the ending, like if you quit. Ooh. Well, see, I haven't played One Shot, and now I'm starting to have an idea that One Shot is very similar to this. Buddyism is hard for anyone who's had to struggle for friends. You realize you were how Buddy is. That can be like really true. Like sometimes if we have had a hard time with like getting friends or keeping friends, or if like we've had really shitty friends, like when we feel like we finally have a friend, we do things that others might call clingy because we're afraid of that abandonment or rejection or things like that. And we do some of those things. I feel like potentially this is why the game is trying to make it very exaggerated and very like exaggerate the horror like, so it's maybe like not as hitting home as often. Because I imagine most of us don't have the dead grandma part, or the thing about like playing catch. I have One Shot. It's on my list of games to play. I just haven't played it yet. And the game was super dark. I am surprised that there wasn't some kind of content warning. Just something where it's like super dark themes. I think it's really hard with games like this though that are like somewhat fourth wall breaking. I feel like if I was developing a game that was somewhat fourth wall breaking, I would feel an urge to keep it secret, like the fourth wall breaking aspects. And so I can see how a developer might feel conflicted about that, where it's like, ooh, how do I like let players know that like this is a thing while not spoiling the game? I feel like that could be a hard balance. I really like the game so far. I like how dark it is, and like the way that they've done the way that they've written it really makes it good as far as like the horror goes, like the second person aspect and how conversations can go from like cute and cheery to like instantly dark. It's really good. It definitely is like that psychological fourth breaking wall type horror that is really cool. Like little things like the pulsating mass were blue, and like blue is the color we chose, and the Milo, the dog, is the animal that we chose. All of those things. I'm sure the birth date will come up later again. I'm sure basically everything that we said. Kel, we haven't seen Kel yet. I'm sure all of that will come up later again. So I really like it. I think it's very well written. It's very much like Doki Doki Literature Club as far as like that kind of fourth wall breaking, but it doesn't take as long to hit. Like Doki Doki Literature Club takes a great deal of time before like the kind of like psychological horror fourth wall breaking stuff pops in. This one doesn't take that long. I haven't played Undertale or Deltarune. I'm going to play them. And I'm just not quite sure when. And I don't know off the top of my head if I'm going to stream them or record them. And I don't think I've heard of Scarlet Hollow. And it may be a game that is on my list. I just don't know off the top of my head. Ooh, what was my favorite moment of the game so far? Either like the grandma part, which was like set up really well as far as like the arrows and the kid asking you to get it, and then it's like, she means nothing to me, or the like the foot tapping part where it's like, are you my friend? Are you having fun? But then at the same time, like you have GLaDOS who's like, why are you still standing there? So like there's like that weird disconnect, and then the hand reaching for you. So I think either one of those were like my favorite part of the game so far, for different reasons, like different types of creepiness, I guess. I do like the fourth wall breaks in games because it's just so unexpected and it's so real, and it just hits closer to home than ways that we don't expect. I think that if every game had a fourth wall break, it wouldn't be as creepy. But because it's so rare, it's inherently creepier. It's very unexpected. Scarlet Hollow is a horror visual novel. I really like the idea of horror visual novels. I think the hard part is like keeping attention for as long as a visual novel can go. Like just like keeping my attention and potentially keeping other people's attention, because like I think I have The Letter, for example, which is a horror visual novel, and It is extremely long, and I think I have, what is it? When They Cry, Higurashi, whatever it's called, When They Cry. It's just horror can work really well in visual novels, but it can just take so much time that I know for myself, I often just like lose attention very quickly with it. Yeah, and Doki Doki Literature Club is also a visual novel type game. And again, when I think of that too, it took a very long time for like the horror to kind of like start paying off, essentially. Like if I hadn't been reassured several times by multiple people and just like the internet at large, like there was something that happens that like makes it pay off, I would have like dropped it way before then. I think that's kind of the downside of like horror visual novel type things, is that they're usually just very long. And yeah, I think that's always kind of the balance, because visual novels also do really well with character building because of like the longer nature of them. You have more time to build the world or the characters or things like that. So I think there are definitely pros and cons to those style of games. Do you have plans for the rest of the day? There is a list of games too, and if I see comments on videos or whatever that have a game that isn't on my list of games, I usually end up adding it to my Steam wishlist and try to add it onto my list of games. So I try to keep an eye out for that stuff. What are my opinions on cats? I mean, I like cats. I usually like dogs better, but I don't have anything against cats. I have 3 of them. There are these themes of abandonment and loss in Buddy Simulator. I think it's almost like fear of abandonment though, because we haven't actually stopped hanging out with GLaDOS, for example, except for when I saved. So it's almost more like GLaDOS is so afraid of the abandonment and loss, and that's almost more of a bigger thing. What game would I say has left the biggest impression on me? I think a couple of them pop up for different reasons. I think Amori comes up because it has a huge turn that was extremely unexpected. And like I knew something was coming, but it wasn't like not like that. And the turn is so incredibly dark. And so like that left an impression like in that way. And it's one of those things where I've tried to describe it to like friends, and it's like I get to like part of sections of talking about Mori, and it's like I feel like those old commercials where it's like, but wait, there's more, about how dark it gets. And I feel like Night in the Woods left an impression in a different way. I hadn't realized before how much I didn't pay attention to mental health in video games for games that I'd played before. Because like Night in the Woods I'd played before and I'd greatly enjoyed it. It was a fun game, but I wasn't a therapist at the time. So to go back and play it again as a therapist, it was a completely different way of looking at it. And so the game left an impression in that way, this idea of how we may potentially dismiss mental health, I guess, because again, I'd played it before, but I just had never actually looked at it in that through that particular lens. But even this idea that how many other games have I played before, but I've just never looked at it in that way. So Night in the Woods left that impression on me when I played it, this idea of, oh, you know, if I replay this game and I can really look at it through this lens of like focusing on the mental health and really looking at all of these mental health aspects with it, then again, like how many other games have I played that potentially have the same concept to it? And I'm sure that as I go, there will be other games like that, where it's in different ways for example, when I think of games that have been impactful with death and loss, I think of, was it Before Your Eyes? Versus like other games that of course have talked about death and loss, but it's like how it's portrayed. So things like that. And all of this is extremely subjective too. You know, how we view, like what we consider to be an impactful game for one person will be different than another for a variety of very personal reasons. And I think all of that is fine. I also think it's fairly, I think it's sometimes it is normal to dismiss like mental health stuff, which I think is kind of sad but normal. And so I think that was a big part of my like why like Night in the Woods left that impression on me too. It's like, oh yeah, I didn't realize that, and like that was my own dismissal. So I think that is a part of that too for me with Night in the Woods. I do think, though, that this is a good place to stop. So I have a little bit of time to do essentially like very human things. Eat, go to the bathroom, all that good stuff before my appointments. But before we're done, I really want to wish all of you a great day. All of us are worthy regardless of what we do. So you don't have to prove your worth to anybody. We're all valuable and worthy, even if you don't always see it or believe it. Because we don't always see our own worth and value. It's so easy to see how great other people are and have a hard time to see it in ourselves, but you have all of those great qualities within yourselves, even if you don't see it all the time. So I hope you have a really great rest of your day, even if you're sleeping. And I hope... my brain died. I hope you have a great rest of your day, even if you're sleeping. And I hope that the same goes for tomorrow. And I will see all of you later.